Testing 1 2 3 guys. Testing 1 2 3 testing. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Vencabot. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy action. My name is David, guys. We played through Uncharted 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4, and now we're here at the very final game of the series, Lost Legacy. We never did play the one on Vita. It's called the Golden Abyss, I think. Apparently, I would love to play with you guys, except that apparently it's notoriously hard to run on PSTV because it requires touchscreen support and all that good stuff. So it's going to be kind of a non-go for us here, non-starter. That's okay. We played through all the mainline games, and now the final game in the series, the expansion to Uncharted 4. This game stars Chloe and Nadine, so it's a girl power sort of a cast here, which is cool. Again, I liked Nadine. I hated Chloe, man. I think she's the main character. I wish you could pick between them. Maybe you can, for all I know. I'd rather play as Nadine. I really couldn't stand Chloe, but she's our protagonist here. I've heard people say this game has a better pace than Uncharted 4, which was my main problem with 4, was how bad the pace was for it. This game supposedly is more action-packed. What I find interesting, guys, is that I read on Wikipedia about this game. I want to get like a little heads up about it. So I read the article on Wikipedia about it. And apparently, during the game's promotion, the big thing about this game that makes it different from Uncharted 4. Well, first of all, it has different director, not only for the cutscenes, but also for the gameplay. So it's kind of like a whole new imagination behind it in that respect. But apparently, their big selling point was that the environments are way larger than Uncharted 4. And according to interviews, apparently they were talking a bunch of jive about how they had to limit the environment size in 4 due to it being a new engine, and they hadn't like figured it out yet. But now they figured out the engine better. They're gonna make the environments like way larger. Okay. And the article on Wikipedia states explicitly that it's still linear. It's still linear, but the environments are much expanded. All right. So Brian's got the elbow in the chat. Thank you, Brian. So if you guys watched my Uncharted 4 playthrough, you guys know that one problem I did not have with that game was the fucking size of the fucking environments. They were fucking massive for a game as linear as it was. They were pointlessly expansive. They had nothing going on. They're massive, empty maps full of absolutely jack fucking nothing. So you tell me that the game's still linear but is way more open now? That makes no sense to me. Yeah, the wide linear, Brian, apparently they're making it even wider. But, okay. I'm going to be optimistic here, guys. Because, of course, it was a Wikipedia article. We're talking about interviews, little snippets of interviews. My hope is that what they really mean is a different director of this game, okay? If you can make these wider environments more interesting by having more little miniature dungeons, more combat encounters, okay, that's fine. I don't mind if the story is linear. I don't mind that at all, right? You can have a game that has huge environments and have a linear story, as long as the gameplay itself is less linear in these large environments. Right now, Uncharted 4 had parts in it where they toyed with the idea of sprinkling a little camp here full of bad guys, and then we'll put a little temple there. It's literally one room, and there's only one treasure inside of it, but there is one puzzle in there too. Right? They tried that a couple times in the game, not to my satisfaction, but a couple times. If this game, has a larger environments and has a more consistent, here's a camp with bad guys, here's a little dungeon, you can do a little puzzle and find a little treasure. Okay, I can live with that. I'd be very excited to do this, for that to be the case. We'll see. And I've definitely, you guys know me, I love exploring. Okay, I would normally be hyped about the idea of a larger environment to explore, but after Uncharted 4, I'm like, what do you mean a larger environment? Like, what do you mean they weren't big enough in 4? They're way too big in 4. Anyway, let's get the story going here. So I tested the game last night, make sure it would work. Let's, new game here. Before I start here, guys, I want to say one more thing. I found out over the weekend while reading about this game on Wikipedia that this game has the multiplayer of Uncharted 4 included with it, but also it has, it says in the back of the box, it includes Uncharted 4 survival mode. And I was like, oh, survival mode? That sounds fucking sick. That sounds like what I want in this franchise, right? Like a Batman challenge style mode. Like, let me just literally fight a bunch of guys, right? So I tried it at my friend's place on Friday. I was so hyped at this notion that maybe there was like a gameplay focused Uncharted mode that would be one player. But no, it wasn't that at all. It was just it's basically just zombies. It's horde mode. It really should be lumped in with the multiplayer category. I'm not sure why it's not. Just silly labeling. Basically, it's just co-op multiplayer. So multiplayer implies competitive, and survival mode implies cooperative. So it's basically PvE. And unfortunately, there is no There's no stealth in it. It's just waves and waves of enemies that always know where you're at. So to me, it was totally pointless. It was really dumb, and I didn't enjoy it at all. But yeah, so it wasn't what I wanted at all. So I was kind of hoping that this game would have like a challenge mode, like a survival mode, but no, it was not what I wanted. So this game really is our last chance to have a really gameplay-focused Uncharted. And from what I've heard in the chat, this game might be able to scratch that itch, but we'll see. We'll be the judge of that. Dick says here, what do they mean by bigger, though? Bigger as in more open? I think they mean more open, Dix, from the way they worded it. Like, they said, like larger. Like, you know, there were maps in Uncharted 4 that were, like overtly non-linear. They were large and explorable, but there was nothing to find in them. So I assume that means that this game's gonna have those same sort of environments, but you know, much larger. It was horde mode. I expected it to be Dick's like I want it to be like a one-player thing. I want it to be like, you know, a horde mode. Literally, it's all I wanted, honestly. But just I wanted to be able to stealth enemies. I wanted to actually use the game's built-in mechanics in a survival mode scenario. Instead, it was more like, you know, enemies had health bars. I was like shooting enemies and they were like draining their health bar. The headshots didn't like, you know, kill them anymore because they were like RPG elements, I guess. Because, you know, it's a multiplayer thing. You have to be able to level up and shit. And, you know, you have to, you know, between rounds you go to these little crates to buy guns and stuff. It was, you know, a multiplayer thing. I really just wanted a survival mode, which is just like, you know, it's an actual Uncharted map where they might be spawning enemies after I kill a wave and let me sneak around and kill them. This is like an open world Uncharted. You think so, Joss? I haven't played it myself, obviously. Let's get in there and fix that problem. Would you like to keep the treasures and player stats you've earned? No. Reset everything. I'm gonna play on moderate this time, guys. I might find this too easy. So guys, after we played Uncharted 4 on hard, which I thought was way too ball-bustingly hard, we tried it on moderate a little bit. That was way too easy. They really fucked up the difficulty, I feel like, in that game in that respect. Like, I really do feel like moderate was like the normal mode of other Uncharted, which is why I played them all on hard. But hard was fucking ball-busting, so I'm not gonna fuck with that again. I'm gonna fuck with moderate instead, and actually try to have the, you know, the enjoyment of, you know, killing guys and not worry about it being too easy if I can help it, because it was way too hard last time. But yeah, I tried moderate in the last game after we beat it, and it was pretty fucking easy. This game hopefully is, you know, addressed that in some capacity. We'll see though. It'll be fun. The easier it is, the faster we can get through it. We would play it on hard mode later if I really enjoy it. Yeah, if it's open world, Joss, and if they have, you know, non-linear objectives, then I would love that. I love non-linear objectives. Right? But, you know, Wikipedia made it very clear that the game is still linear, which, you know, that can mean a lot of things. You know, again, if the story's linear, I don't care. If it has, you know, 4 different hub worlds, all with their own mini objectives, but I have to advance from one to the next throughout a linear story, that's fine. As long as those individual worlds have cool things to do in them. That's really all I want. Uncharted 4 did not have that. Uncharted 4 had a lot of large areas where they put you in a fucking car, and you're driving around, there's nothing to find. It was pointless. It was a waste of time. It was boring as fuck. So, Jess, I think this has like 9 chapters, but chapter 4 is the longest chapter, huh? The last game had like 25 chapters, I think? Is it going to be shorter, you think, Jess? This is an expansion after all, but it's a standalone expansion. I expect it to be about the same length as the other Uncharted game. Maybe not. It'll be mad short. This is as far as I got last night, guys. I watched the intro cinematic to make sure the game had installed correctly. It's pretty long. I enjoyed it, though. I wonder if it saved my settings. I turned off motion blur and shit last night. I wonder if it's going to be blurry. It looks kind of like it's a little bit less smooth than last night, which is a good thing. Not as blurry. How's the volume look? I'm going to raise it up. Assuming it's like the last game, which had very low volume and cutscenes. This game uses the same engine as 4, the same gameplay as 4, as I understand it.
That's when it's my favorite. It makes sure I'm doing good.
Where's the subtitles?
Does it now?
Half price if you buy 2.
I was quite, watching this last night,
Wow.
I was quite bothered by the facial acting. It looks very unnatural. That could be a sign of the, you know, the decreased budget. It not being in the mainline
You
title.
again. Is this your store?
No, my father's.
Always wondered, says Katie,
How
what
much?
bitrate do you typically stream at, or do you change depending on the game? I stream, I think, at 4,000, Katie. Thanks for the reminder. I was going to lower it. I want to lower it to like 38.
Okay for you, 550.
Maybe even 3,500.
Incredible.
There was a time where I felt like I had to stream at 4,000 just because I play so many games at 60 frames per second, and they have a lot of like grass. But I feel like I'm not gonna fuck with I'm not gonna change it per game, Katie. It's just I'm too lazy for that. That being said, I'm gonna have to deal with the fact that there are gonna be some games you just can't stream effectively at you know, even 4,000. Like Mario Kart looks like ass even at 4,000. So it's kind of pointless to try to, you know, fuck around with any higher than I think like maybe 3,500. I might lower it to that point.
I wouldn't leave you here alone. All right.
There are those sometimes come by and say, you know, there's a lot of buffering for them because they're trying to watch on mobile or whatever, and 4,000 is too high.
Bet the deal. 400 rupees plus Ganesh.
You want Ganesh, bitch? That's my
You
Ganesh.
don't want this. It's broken. See?
You don't know the story? Ganesh fought Parashuram.
What's up, J-Bomb? People says Dix's mom looks like ass at
Yes,
4,000.
to defend the
Huh?
honor of his father, Shiva.
She got too much
and
grass,
got
J-Bomb.
his tusk hacked off for his troubles.
She got too much grass.
Interesting.
None of these people are Nathan Drake, and so far this game is 10 out of 10,
It's not
says
for
KD.
sale.
Honestly, KD, you're joking, but again, I only watched this one cutscene last night and then stopped, but I like this cutscene, you know, at least as much as any cutscene in
Okay, look,
Uncharted 4.
600 rupees. You can keep
Okay, I'm thinking last night, KD, like,
Hey,
would a
wait.
game without Nathan Drake be improved by not having him?
You need the guy.
I really didn't
Oh?
like... Chloe's probably my
What
least
about
favorite character in the whole
cost
series. I really hated her. So let's make sure I have no motion blur and shit. I hated her probably more than anybody in the series, honestly. Options. But they could, you know, recharacterize... They're going to have to recharacterize her here. Because she was so bad in Uncharted 2 that they can't have her be the protagonist, I think, without giving her a new characterization. Okay, so the answer is yes. Not having Nathan Drake is a positive for any game to be real, says J-Bomb. Wasn't he playable in that fucking Smash game? Fucking PS Smash game? Let's go to display. Okay, so it is turned off, okay. Okay, and let me make sure that my... so basically, I played with max aim assist when I was playing the game at my friend's house on Saturday. And it was just crazy how strong the aim assist was. But I think we ended up using pretty strong aim assist in our last playthrough, right?
My sister needs me.
Neo 2, now even less Nathan, huh? What happened, Brian? Nothing. Basically, Chloe was shopping and talking to a little girl. And basically, if you want to talk about, you know, like, its function, its narrative function, it was to prove that Chloe has a sort of an understanding of... Why is she standing like that? What? I should look like Baba Yaga, bro. It was to prove that Chloe has an understanding of this Ganesh legend. I think it's, you know, if you want to take that even more broadly, it's demonstrating her knowledge of, you know, lore. Like Nathan had a knowledge of lore. Let's make sure the subtitles are working, Brian, yes. I think they were working last night. That was going to be in audio, I think. No. Where was it? Game? It should be in audio. Here we go. So it's on. Okay, thank you. Okay, game hints, turn those off. Tutorials are on, but I can't turn them off. If it completes order to unlock, that's insane. Marking's on, threat's on. Okay, that's fine. Blood mode is off. Great. Let's do it. PlayStation All-Star or something like that, huh? Rap and video games are much the same, improved by removing Drake. Next, you have to play DMC series, Jost. That's a good idea. What do you think? Yeah, I don't like Chloe, Jost, because her character in Uncharted 2 was that she was sexy. That was her whole character. And it seemed to me very obnoxious. It seemed very shallow, very two-dimensional, but also sort of, like, you know, sort of misogynistic, really. Like, she really was this character whose function in the story was just to fuck all the bad guys as a way to get information from them and otherwise to, like, deceive them. She's the quintessential deceptive woman character, the femme fatale that uses her sexuality as a weapon against the male characters. And it was very, very cringy. And she's a femme fatale cliche, but to an extreme, to the point where she fucked almost everybody in the story. And every line she had was like, "Look at my ass. You're gonna miss my beautiful ass. Look how sexy I am." I was like, dude, shut up. She was like as two-dimensional as Drake was, but instead of being a fucking smartass like Drake was, she was like super sexual. She was mad sexy and promiscuous. And she used that as a way to, you know, to sort of get her way, which is cool. You know, get your way. But it was very cringe.
I need to be on that truck before it goes.
So, you're Ganesh. How much for it?
Why wasn't the
Not
Ganesh so
for
bad,
sale.
girl? No. Fine. I'll press your damn button. Okay, great. Sweet. I don't care. I can pan it. Alright. Yeah, really, Chloe, I heard that while playing Uncharted 2, guys, that Chloe was a lot of people's favorite character. I don't get it. I really felt like she had no strong lines in Uncharted 2. I really felt like she was not only a really dull, obnoxious character, but they didn't really give her any characterization. They didn't really give her a shot to be cool. This game might change that, but I think they're going to have to expand on her dramatically. For her to be a protagonist, she's going to need a dramatic expansion on her personality. Because so far, she doesn't have a lot going on. Where are we going, little kid? Want to go this way? This is supposed to be my guide.
Excuse me.
People love Miranda. Same thing. Sex character, but
Don't
aggressively
get me
boring.
wrong. Decent technique on the lift. But I'd like my Ganesh back.
Oh, she nabbed it.
Fine.
A for effort, kid.
Yeah, I really, what is with her fucking, what is with her idol pose? Maybe because she's undercover. What the fuck? That almost looks glitched out, honestly. I've never seen any protagonist in any game stand up like that. That's what I'm saying, Jim. Was it a glitch, or is that just the way they designed her idol animation? Maybe because she's undercover right now. Maybe once she's in her, her combat attire, she'll stand more proud. She's her back check, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. She's standing around like Baba Yaga. Okay. This is my problem with Uncharted in a nutshell. Right. Wandering in an environment, it's beautiful. High tech, right? With all the character models for sure.
People aren't allowed across the bridge. It's too dangerous.
But boring as fuck.
Listen, kid.
To keep the singing straight hurts. It hurts.
You need to make yourself scared.
Maybe she's undercover. She should pretend to be someone who can actually stand normally.
300 rupees. Best deal in all of India.
Yeah, you're right, J-Bomb. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Okay, no thanks.
Until I'm killing Goku in any game, I'm going to be
Bad
salty.
idea. The rebels, they hurt people.
Deck this chick.
Listen. I need to help my friend, okay? Tell you what. When I get back...
Yeah, the facial acting is nowhere near as good in this game as it was in the last game. I think it's because lower budget.
Deal.
They didn't have, they probably didn't even have like facial actors. Probably had to animate it all by hand. From the look of it.
Sir,
Wait.
sir,
Oh,
please.
God.
My dad, we were eating ice cream. I can't find him. I can't get home without him.
It's okay.
Okay.
He was standing over there.
Shit.
What shit? Did I see it seen by somebody?
Be on that truck before it goes.
Oh. Okay.
Tell me where he was.
I can't go get treasure.
Wait, there he is. There he is.
So she's Claudia Black, right? From what I heard, guys. So J-Bomb mentions her accent here. It's supposed to be like British and Indian combo. Yeah. Which is not uncommon in Britain, I think, right? But yeah, there are those that have a huge crush on Claudia Black, I guess. Apparently she was in Far Escape or something? I've never seen her in anything myself, but during our Uncharted 2 stream, people in the chat were like, dude, Chloe's so dreamy. I love Claudia Black, her voice actress. It means nothing to me. Wow. Just like Uncharted 4, though, look at the graphics, look at the presentation. I mean, wow, it's just splendid to look at. Unbelievable that it's actually in engine. But it is.
Poor bastards.
She's no Tara Strong to the J-Bomb. Maybe not in terms of how prolific she is.
Okay.
J-Bomb is a simp for Tara Strong. She has her fans. So I took a photo of this. As I'm looking for, is that a mechanic in this game? I mean, that could be cool. Right, you can use your phone to like tell you where you're supposed to
Better than
go.
nothing.
Okay. I mean, again, look at the fucking graphics. Not just in terms of the technology, but in terms of the design. That really blew me away in Uncharted 4 as well. It's just so fucking beautiful. Holy shit.
You can't handle.
I've never given her $1, so I'm pretty sure I'm pretty low on the Sims scale, so J-Bomb. I see what you mean. She's like, what a view. Pretty as a picture. Just like on a postcard. Oh. So this is gonna be one of those, one of those large non-linear environments I'm supposed to be able to explore. That's promised on Wikipedia. Because I already have a little fork in the road here. I mean, holy fuck, this game looks good. That lighting was kind of weird looking on the teddy bear. You guys see that? It didn't work really correctly. I smell cookies. This is a trick they used in Uncharted 3 and 4 for the larger environments, where they just make something a circle. They made a big circle so that you would think it was larger than it was. Like you have a fork in the road apparently, right? You're like, 2 ways to go, but it's just a circle. It goes in one direction. I have not, J-Bomb. Have you played Ghost of Tsushima? What's up, Gasm? Where's Cyberpunk at, bro? I think I'm cool on Cyberpunk. From what I've seen, it appears to be like a futuristic Elder Scrolls, right? That's really all it is. You guys disagree with that? From what I've seen. Again, I haven't seen a whole lot of the gameplay. It looks like Elder Scrolls, but in the future. Which is a cool concept that hasn't been explored yet by Bethesda. Even if it had been, it's good to have some competition in that space. We can't let Bethesda make all those kind of games. But I really never want to stream one of those kind of games either, like an Elder Scrolls game. Not my, doesn't think it would suit my hosting style.
Why are they still here? God, get out while you can.
Beautiful, but boring. Again, this is my problem with Uncharted in a nutshell.
Move, let's go! Leave me here! What are you doing? Let's go out! Move it! No!
I've done nothing wrong!
Damn spies. What?
No.
Hey,
Leave him alone.
Don't be stupid, lady.
He's lying. Go in the truck. Move it!
Got the wrong man. I swear to you.
I said get in the truck!
Mean it.
Now!
Walk away.
If he moves, shoot him.
Yes, sir.
You, come with me.
I mean, again, the graphics. I'm floored.
Assholes.
Get out of here. Go on.
Closer to Fallout than Elder Scrolls. Well, you know what I mean. Those are both the same to me, gameplay-wise. Just different time periods. I was going to 100% it, but the side quests are getting boring, and there's far too many of them. I can sympathize with that, J-Bomb, a lot. I think sometimes, again, I love side quests, as you know, J-Bomb. I think that it's very important for a game to be considerate of how deep its mechanics are and how long can, like, a game sustain itself on its mechanics, right? Like, you can't, I think that, you can't make a game longer by just adding more and more and more of the same exact mission. You have to be considerate of it getting boring eventually. That's true of any game, right? It's gonna always, at some point, it's gonna be too repetitious. Now, every game's repetitious, right? But you have to have the depth in your mechanics to sustain that. And some games can sustain longer than others. That's fine. If you have a game that's 5 hours long, and that's how long the gameplay lasts, that's good. If you have a game that's 60 hours long, and that's how long the gameplay lasts, that's good. But if you have a game that's 60 hours long and the gameplay only sustains 40 hours, that's kind of a drag. Exactly, Joss. You want quality over quantity, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that you gotta have quality and quantity, right? Like, look at Yo Noid 2. Me and my friend Brian were talking about this last night. Yo Noid 2. That's a game that had quality, but not a lot of quantity. It was a game that was super, super fun. So much fun, in fact, that it really pisses me off that it wasn't a lot longer. That actually had gameplay that could have sustained a much longer game. Right? Like, the game ended way before I was satisfied with its mechanics, like, that I'd explored them all completely. I would have loved for that game to be, 5 times as long as it was. The other games, like J-Bomb said, for his experience with Tsushima, some games, they exhaust themselves of interest way before you're done with all this stuff, in which case it's kind of a drag to want to try to 100%. Of course, you guys know me. I love playing games to 100%. So I really feel like it's important that a game not overload itself with objectives if the game itself is going to lose its sort of momentum. It starts out like hot garbage, but eventually becomes a decent game, says Katie. Huh? Yeah, Gasm says, it's getting hate, but it's a decent time. Huh? Yeah, I think that, again, as someone that is really critical of AAA games, it's hard for me to be forgiving of... Oh, shit. Come on, bro. Is it that serious? It's hard for me to be forgiving of Cyberpunk, considering that, that it's so buggy that they had to remove it from the PS Store. They're trying to offer refunds to everybody that bought it. That's something that I'm not going to forgive them for very soon. I may yet, of course, over time. But considering that they sold the game, it was a hugely It was a widely pre-ordered game,
Get out while you
Let's
can.
go.
and they marketed it so hard for so long.
What are you doing?
And then when it came out, it was so bad that it had to be removed from the PS Store, and otherwise they had to make a public statement about offering refunds and shit, like an apology. That's pretty nuts.
Shut up! He's lying. Get to the truck.
Pepperoni passion.
Wrong man. I
Let's
swear.
not look at Noid too. Let's look far away from the Noid, says J-Bomb. We gotta avoid the Noid. You look at the Noid looks back. Okay, we're thinking about gameplay loops. Does a game need to be non-stop combat to be engaging? No, not at all. CD Projekt Red is catching a lot of well-deserved bullshit for the crap they pulled with this game, says J-Bomb. No, a game does not need to be combat, right? But for one thing, combat... All right. Let me go on a very short rant here, guys. A very short Vencabot rant. Here's something I think not a lot of people appreciate about game design. And this is going to blow your guys' minds. Combat is an abstraction. Okay? Video game combat does not play out like real combat. In real combat, you don't have two sticks, nor a mouse, nor a keyboard. In real combat, you don't, have a counterattack button that automatically counters an attack from any side. Right? Combat is an expression of game mechanics that play out visually as two or more characters engaging in combat, right? But you can replace that with anything. It could be, cubes jumping up and down. It could be, a fucking, a mouse running through a maze with the same exact button inputs, right? It's just that it's expressed visually as combat because people find that fascinating. Violence is always interesting to people since the beginning of time. So to answer your question, I guess I'm gonna put it this way. A game's combat is not interesting because it is combat. The fact that it is combat is pretty arbitrary. What's interesting about a game's combat is what it makes you do mentally when you're playing a game. Right? The actual experience of playing the game comes from the decision-making process that goes on. So you can have that same process in any aspect of your game. You can have it as part of the exploration, as part of the the platforming. Doesn't matter. Right? So really, it's not that a game has to have combat to be engaging. It's that a game has to be engaging with its mechanics no matter what you're doing. That's the problem I have with Uncharted, right? In Uncharted, when you're exploring, there's just nothing going on. There's no decision making, there's no nothing. It's just total, you're just totally sitting and watching and wandering aimlessly.
Checkpoint.
It's a pain. If the exploring could be as engaging as the combat, if they added some mechanics to facilitate that, but they have not. They have not attempted that. They've really been they have very low ambition for the walking and talking parts of Uncharted. It's not meant to be interesting in that respect. It's just meant to be a narrative experience. Which is ass. Can I walk over here? Or is he going to shove me?
Hey, hold on. What's your rush? How do I know you're not smuggling something in here? Arms up.
Oh my god.
Hey.
It's dangerous to be out so late.
Hey. Where do you live?
Oh, he said, where are you from, girl?
What are you, deaf? Answer him. I said, where do you live?
Arrived as on.
I'm in the middle of something.
It conveyed.
Yes, sir.
It conveyed.
Meet me inside.
What's up,
Understood.
Ash? What's up, Dane? Going back to Noid 2, there's basically zero combat in that game aside
with
from the
me.
boss, yeah.
Man the
I think
gun.
you'd have to
Sir,
blast the
what about
path
her?
list.
Just
The
let her
path
through.
list, Dane.
You heard him. Get going.
Maybe right, you must have smoked some pepperoni passion. So I missed my chance to explore over there, I guess, unless they're gonna let me go back.
I said, get out of here.
Probably nothing over there, you would hope. What's up, Gatsby? Says, yes, man, that's what gets me with Uncharted. Played through 3, and as far as fun, I don't know. That train scene in 2 is okay, says Gatsby. Yeah. Yeah, when I just complain about this franchise not having enough combat, I don't mean that games need to have more combat. I mean that the combat's the only part of this game that's really fun, this franchise. I don't mean that, games need to have more combat to be interesting. Just Uncharted needs more combat to be interesting, because its combat is really, really dope, and exploring is really, really ass, as is the platforming. They improved it a lot in 4, but even then it's just not enough to sustain, 20, 30 minutes of straight platforming. God damn, this game looks good. I gotta stress it has nothing to do with the engine and more to do with just the colors. It's just fucking splendid. It's like looking at some, everywhere you look, it's like fucking, like a concept art. If I can press L3 to look over
The
there.
door. Check.
I forgot I was looking for that. That's a streamer struggle. I'm glad they gave me a little prompt there. Even though that's kind of also kind of insulting. Good food! That's what I need right now. Hey, by the way, do you know Bones is also a maple leafer? Yes. You actually didn't know that. We got Mad Canucks. Hella Canucks. You should play with him, J-Bomb. Bones is the kind of guy that you could learn a lot from, insofar as, and you should have a lot in common in like your approach to the game. Third strike, I mean, third strike. So J-Bomb played with him yesterday. Yeah, there's one of the parts of the game I really feel like analyzing, and this is very critical. But I think that it wouldn't be totally out of line to say that Uncharted has these sections just to show off their technology. The whole point of these long walking parts is just to say, hey, our game looks really good. And it does. But I need much more than that in a game. I'm still going to keep on rocking on the PS4, even if y'all lose are on the Fightcade. Pathless has this incredible movement mechanic. It's mostly just puzzle solving and collecting things that gives you additional movement, huh? That does sound interesting. Pathless. The Pathless, excuse me. Was it on Steam? Okay, that's cheap. Guys, don't put a wall in your game that I can interpret as a barrier and then find out later it's actually a pathway. I seem to approach it and then a cutscene happens where she walks through it. That's totally asinine. Beep-bop-a-dee-doo-doo. I was kind of hoping Pathless was just a game where it's impossible to get past the main menu because the game has no path, so. Guys, play Not Prawn if you haven't played it already. There's combat, which is fun, but it's mostly just a faster puzzle system. Oh, dear. You want me to take cover here? Is that what you want? Just a cover tutorial. I said this during my Uncharted 1 playthrough, guys. The Uncharted takes a different, what? What? Did you guys see that? See even the fucking grizzly bear clap on the back. Knocked him out. Okay, I can vault like this. Gotcha.
And that's that.
That's that. Yeah, these games take a different like critical, like perspective when you look at them as being baby's first video game, right? Like, there are parts of this game where I find very annoying because they're so slow and so easy or so brainless. But if I were totally new to gaming, so this game, a lot of this audience is totally new to gaming. It's that kind of game. It's a game that had a lot of hype behind it that drew in non-gamers into buying a PS4 because they saw the beautiful graphics and saw that it was something they were more comfortable with, which is like a movie. Right? They're not really gamers per se, but they know how movies work, so kind of with the appealing to them in that respect. And so sometimes mechanically it might be more attractive for someone who's totally new to video gaming. So I'm saying, just beep bop dee doo doo. Beep beep dee do do. It's an expansion of 4 exactly, guys. Yes, it's a 4 expansion. What's up, Skinner? So you decided to play more Uncharted. Yes, we're gonna finish the franchise, man. We played through 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're wrapping it up, bro. We're not playing the one on Vita, but we're wrapping it up in every other respect. What's up, Hubie? This is the start of the game, guys. We're still in the tutorial, learning the basic mechanics. There's a red door. Hey, guys. Come on. Come on.
We should get off the streets.
Our shift ends in an hour.
So you play Hubie and Hearthstone now. I'm not surprised he beat you, J-Bomb. He's fucking godlike at that game. He'd probably beat anybody. He's a living legend. He'd be the best player in the US. He'd probably still body you. He's a fucking worldwide champion. That's what I'm saying, J-Bomb. Man. Can't be mad about losing to Hubie. Okay, let's check out this red door. So far, so Uncharted. Okay, you can pick locks now. Is this going to be different from any other mechanic, or is this going to be just an automatic thing? Here we go. Well,
I might.
rotate it slowly.
What is it worth to you?
My eternal gratitude.
Not good enough.
Okay.
Where the hell did you get a bottle of Arak anyway?
Down the street from here. This one guy had a large collection.
Think there's any luck?
Oh, shit.
I only took 2 bottles.
Great timing.
Going over there?
Weird mechanic here. I mean, am I not in the right spot? How do I know I'm in the right spot? It's vibrating like crazy. It's not vibrating as much here. Oh, does it want me to move it when the arrow? I'm confused. Is it to put it somewhere and hold it? Huh? I guess I have to hold it forever. Isn't that new dust thing that hurts some kind of ass, is J-Bomb? What's up, Picto Bangs? I'm playing Uncharted Lost Legacy. It's like a 4 expansion. The last game ever made in this franchise. I'm in. Rooftop.
Pink Lotus.
Pink Lotus.
The hell does that mean?
They're trying to push her phone as like a mechanic in this game. That could be fun, I guess, if they expand it. But I have a bad feeling they're not going to, really. Look at my girl's posture, bro. She's kind of hunched over when she's sneaking. I mean, just splendid for the eyes. I hear badniks. Is this gonna be a swimming part?
True, but it was a strategic stronghold. We've done good, brother.
Well done, well done.
Water and toilets, right?
So I can climb. Once again, we have a kind of a crossroad here. I feel like it's not really that much of a crossroad. Let's find out. So dust is like a new EXP thing, huh? You can collect dust from killing bad guys. Dibbidi boppity do do. Beep ba. Can I go through here? No. Dibbidi beepity dee dee. Hello? Can I get some treasure, please? Secrets? What the hell's that over there? I can kind of see through the door. That's weird. That's really weird. It's actually, like, extremely weird. Okay, well... What's down here, then? So got him? Playing some Uncharted 4, you know, expansion, the Lost Legacy. So far, it's Uncharted. I'm walking and talking, not a lot of gameplay happening. But it's the intro still, but I've got a bad feeling about this. Hey Vinka, do you hear all those quips she's spouting? Because I don't, and it's glorious. Yeah, I think I like her more than Drake so far. It's a little more, again, a little bit less goofy. But she's still very mysterious as a protagonist, so that's probably to her benefit right now. I mentioned that I didn't really like her in Uncharted 2 that much. I really felt like in 2 she was a really obnoxious character. But we'll see how she pans out in this game. Her debut as a protagonist. Skinner says, Chloe's greater than Nathan, huh? I really... my friend was talking to me on the weekend. He was like, so, did Nathan ever get less annoying? And I was like, well, no. But, you know, I think that maybe too much is said sometimes about how annoying Nathan was. I really do kind of feel like... where am I going? Nathan is like a non-character, which I think that was his function, was to be a non-character.
When do we take the fight to the tyrants?
Oh shit, there's some pretty serious Metal Gear Solid happening right now. And I'm here for it. This is where the game truly begins. Cause I was saying before that I feel like this game didn't have any like actual gameplay to this point. But they already have this little maze. We got guys walking around in the maze, going on, you know, patrol routes. They reused a night animation there. That's lazy as fuck, but okay. I really enjoyed that mechanic in the last game, the corner takedown. 11 to 2000s, I can say I have my fill of Nolan North's gasm, yes. Although this was like his breakout role, right? A hot tub full of horsemen who are greater than Nathan, says J-Bomb. Nolan North's career should go south. Speaking of overused voice actors, I fucking love Troy Baker. I'm glad he was in the last game, even though he's also quite overused. Well, that's such a weird animation for the KO, but I just complained about them reusing Nate's for the other one, so I guess I should be happy that's at least a new animation. Fucking slaps their back so hard they fucking lose consciousness. Okay. I can climb out there if I wanted to, and why wouldn't I? I want to explore some more, though. Find some treasure. Troy Baker at least varies his voice a bit, huh? His Joel's pretty damn good. Yeah, I think that, what I find impressive about Troy Baker, I've heard so many different roles of his, it sounds so different. Oh, is it Joss? The back slap? So that is a reused animation. This place is under fire, like Kings of Amalur. So there's a lot of ways I can go, which is cool. Again, as long as there's shit I can actually find. Killing lots of guys, just doing their job.
No?
Sometimes they have that little line that tells you when the environment's clear. That's fine. I'm here for that. They'll let you kind of tell you that it's now safe to explore. The last game did that too. Okay, everybody's dead now. Now you can look around freely. Troy Baker is the new Spider-Man. He's in the new Spider-Man game. It doesn't even sound like he's trying to change his voice at all. So just, yeah, there's some games he does where he just sounds like himself, right? This is huge. It's huge and confusing. I've got a bad feeling I'm going to find where I'm supposed to go on accident and then end up, you know, starting a cutscene and then I'm going to miss some treasure. Beep bop dee boo. Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time. This game needs to have like a... I wish it had like a roll button that was not the same button as like the cover button. I wish I had to like hold O to get into cover. Because I want to roll like defensively. As like a way to move. Because there's no like crouch. And I'll like cling to a wall on accident. It really pisses me off. Okay, so it seems to me like there's only one way to go. Which is fine. Let's do it. Dippity boppity doo doo. Alright, here we go. Come on, Chloe. Nate wouldn't be like that. She's like, oh, whoa. You're supposed to be a badass, right? This game takes place, what time period do you guys think? She's way less confident than Nate was in terms of platforming. Look at her, at least canonically, see? She can look how slow she slides. She afraid of heights. Look how slow she moves. Nate would be like way faster, which is fine. And canonically, Nate is supposed to be like a monkey man. Right? He's supposed to be really godlike at like platforming compared to other characters. Because I always find it funny that Sylvie could like keep up with them, and when they have like the two-player, like the multi-character events. But Chloe seems way less confident, at least canonically. Gameplay-wise, we're gonna see. We got a scat, got him. We gotta have the Metal Gear Solid theme song. I hate the overusage of certain voice actors. Tons of talented people getting sidelined, so Troy Baker, Nolan North, and others can get their umpteenth role. Tara Strong, for instance. Yeah, that is very annoying. Although, you know, you gotta appreciate that this is how they make their living. There's just not that many voice roles out there, you know, in the grand scheme of things. I know it sounds crazy. You think there would be countless. I think the reason why we hear the same ones all the time is that they're career voice actors, right? That's how they make their living, so they have to do a lot of roles to pay the bills. Her stance is cracking me up. I really hope that once we get a costume change for her, she doesn't have this fucking hunch stance.
Indian Army's not messing around.
Wow. Back in PS2 times, you used to hear random voice actors more often. You're right, Mr. Kim. Same with, you know, the classic anime, right? Back before anime was super mainstream, you had a wider variety of voice actors. Thanks for the bits, Mutant. Welcome aboard, man. Talk about voice actors, Mutant, and how they sometimes are overused in games. Or in anime, too, in my case. Now we cycle between this few high-profile names as Mr. Skinner. Yeah, I think that, again, when you have these career voice actors, that's their everything they do to make their living, we see fewer of them. Back in the day, I think that a lot of voice actors were kind of like as a gig. But our bits has got them. I can't talk about bits got them. I get banned from Twitch. They're a way to express your excitement for a stream. That's the official explanation, right? They're a way for viewers to express their excitement, to congratulate a streamer, to convey their support. Then again, Nolan North did voice Rick Dauphin from Nazi Zombies, huh? Nazi Zombies, is that a video game? Oh, I can't roll anymore? Fuck. Hey, this game does that. Takes away your control for a little while. Because you were in like a deep cutscene. Now that before I was in like a sort of a cutscene. Now I'm in a deep cutscene. I can't do my buttons anymore. All I can do is walk. Like, why? What's the difference? Make it more immersive? Chloe wouldn't be rolling this time.
Ah, Pink Lotus. Not what I was picturing.
What were you picturing? A literal Pink Lotus? This is more literal than I expected. I thought it would be code word. And the animated emotes is mutant, huh? He wants that weird little, hey guys. Hey guys.
There was at least 2 targets. One was the warehouse, the other... You're in the wrong place, girl.
Punching scene, let's go.
What the?
Can I counter moves in this game? No. We could do Uncharted 4. I wasn't really clear how it's supposed to work. So triangle escapes holds.
I've got you. There's nowhere to run.
Oh hey, it's Nadine.
You're late, Fraser. Nice to see you too.
Holy shit! They took out the first squad! Stop it!
We got combo attacks. Looking left. So in Uncharted 2 and 3, I think, you can do a counter attack. This game doesn't have it, nor did 4. Supposed to have, does the roll work that way or what?
I thought you were
Hey, with the bits, J-Bomb. Show support for these nuts. Meh, got him. She's mad stressed, man. This is a fucking war zone.
Relax.
Very immersive, Jossie. That's why I can't roll.
To track down a Sov. The man's as unpredictable as they come.
He's just another warmonger with no war to fight.
No, you don't know him like I do. He changes location and routines by the hour. We'd be foolish to take unnecessary risks.
Let's get one thing straight. This is my gig. You want your share? We play by my rules.
Whoa. Whoa. Really enjoyed Legacy of Kain's voice actor across the board, huh? Voice acting. Even had Tony J in those games. Who the hell's Tony J? I was like, what?
That's the spirit.
Nadine, is that her character, Nadine? She always gets roped in with these. She's always somebody's fucking subordinate, right?
Where's base camp?
Top floor, balcony.
That was her thing in Uncharted 4, was that she was somebody's subordinate. And she was like, fuck!
All right.
She's very independent, but she always ends up being someone's subordinate. I'm like, rude.
Let's do this.
Can I hit select to switch characters? I don't want to be Chloe.
All planned out.
I want to be
They'll be
Nadine.
looking for us now. What do you suggest?
I'll think of something.
Okay, so I can run, so I probably roll again. Yes. Yes, precious rolling. Alright, so now... I jump to my death. You guys want to see me jump to my death? Watch this. Whee! Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on, kid. You want to be Nadine, bro? She was cool in the last game. They really fucked her ass in the end of the game. It really pissed me off. I was thinking about this recently, guys, about how Uncharted 4's ending was so bad. It was as bad as all the game's endings are, which is to say that they just didn't do anything with the characters. The characters had potential, and they just didn't do anything with them at all. Nadine was so pointless. Rafe was so pointless in the end. It was just a waste of time. They didn't really explore the characters to the extent that they really had to make them compelling. What do you want me to do exactly? I tried jumping over there and I died instantly. You want me to jump over here? Because I could if you want me to. Whee.
Oh, Christ! Fraser!
They did what to her? I don't remember that cutscene, says Brian. I can't believe that everyone Major survived all 4 games. Well, who's Major? Right? I mean, the first game only had Nate and Elena and Sullivan. But you're right. I mean, how about this? Let me put it this way, Mr. Skinner. These games are... Their stories are for babies. They're for babies. They couldn't kill anybody off, right? I'd be more surprised they did kill somebody off at this point. Jim thought Sullivan was going to die for sure as the mentor figure. He was doomed to die. That's what Skinner says. I thought they're gonna kill Sully at some point. Where do you want me to go, game? Where do you want me to go, game? I'm gonna climb this. I can if you want me to. How about inside here? Oh, here we go. Give me a hand with this. Please say it.
Come on. I'll give you a boost up.
Oh, close. Yeah, Sam should have died for sure. He should have died. Okay, wizards, Dave. I'm gonna put up with the wizards.
There you go.
Zombies, orcs.
Thank you.
So here's a sliding part. Nice. Where am I sliding to, though?
Follow me. Fraser! Fraser!
For the best narrative in the series, you're probably right, Jost, and that's not saying a whole lot, because it was pretty bad. Follow me to your death.
Follow me. There, that wasn't so bad.
We're playing
Now
Mirror's
what?
Edge.
Patience.
Yeah, 4 would have had the best story, probably, but again, that's not saying a whole lot. All the games had pretty ass stories, including 4. If you ask me. So, where are we going? Under that thing over there, I guess?
Up here. Really? Really?
Come on, Nadine. Don't be lazy. So, same kind of climbing as Uncharted 4, which is cool, because I really enjoyed it in that game. Comparatively.
Along this one.
You sure this is safe?
No.
Okay. Sideways jumps. The real thing. Uncharted. Uncharted. What are we doing, bro? Move onto the ledge to shimmy. Okay.
Come on. This way.
It's less brain dead, Skinner, but not by a whole lot. Compared to Uncharted, you know, 1, 2, and 3, 4 really improved it by making it a little bit more, you know, I use the term agency, Skinner. Basically what they've done is that they made it more clear how far your character can reach and jump by this really, you know, I find it pretty, you know, interesting mechanic where you use the left stick to aim where you want to go, and they visually reach in this game. It's a new thing for this game. They reach for what they're trying to get to, and if you can move the stick where your hand will touch another handhold, they will automatically climb to it. So there's this sensation that you get in this game where you use the sticks dynamically as a way to, like, find handholds, and it kind of feels immersive in that way. It's kind of cool to me. That being said, in the previous games, it was a matter of just like kind of mashing X. You just kind of mash X to get everywhere. I like this game more as this thing where you kind of you find handholds and grab them and you kind of move along. It's kind of rewarding in a kind of a low-key way. Yeah, it's not anything great, but in general, in terms of like the jumping, climbing, the swinging, the sliding, it just makes the platforming just more like a platformer. It feels more like that's a focus they had for the game, rather than it just being like a brainless point direction and then mash X to get across. So no, it's not fucking great, but they improved it enough that I find it more fun to do than in previous games, substantially more fun. But I've said in the last game, you know, it's not enough to carry the game, unfortunately, right? I really feel like there are times this franchise has where there's this vision, which is, let's not shoot for a while, let's platform instead. Okay, except that platforming is boring as fuck. It's better than it was, it's still boring as fuck. You need to... If you're going to make a whole part of the game platforming, you need to make it more interesting. More challenging, more peril. My problem with this franchise is, you know, slow points, that there's no peril. There's no peril in this game's platforming or in anything that's not shooting. I should play Mirror's Edge, says Joss. We actually played Mirror's Edge on stream, Joss. We'll look up on YouTube. We played the entire game, not the sequel, but the main game. Any progress from where they started is good, and they have made, you know, progress throughout all the games in terms of gameplay. 4 should have been by far the best for that reason. He didn't hear that? Okay.
Adequate work.
I don't demand realism in my games, guys. But in a game that is visually as, you know, realistic as this game, I find it weird that they would go through the trouble of engineering a little event where I need to slide on a rope to kill a guy, And they wanted to have this cool effect where I destroy the light bulbs as a way to kind of express, you know, some visual excitement, but then not have him hear it. It's just bizarre to me. Anyway, yeah, so this franchise has, you know, gotten better as it's gone on, except that Uncharted 4 really shat the bed, in my opinion, by having the game be the slowest it's ever been in terms of long sequences of boring gameplay. I never played Sly Cooper myself, God. I actually never played any 3D platformers outside of, you know, after Mario 64. That's why I kind of fell off that genre. I never played anything on PS1 or 2. GameCube, I really fell off of that genre.
Okay.
Where am I going with this? Over top of where I just was, maybe? Like right here? Man. It's really good. It's true, got him. See, that's funny. You actually don't hear that much about that franchise these days. I actually own the whole collection, the HD version on PS3, I think? The PS3 collection? The upscaled ones? I could actually drop down here if I wanted to, but I don't think I'd want to. Can you jump that high? Okay, you can. What's this?
That's where we need to be. But not getting through here without a blowtorch.
Well, let's get a blowtorch then.
Now we improvise.
Now we platform.
I thought that's what we were doing already.
Jack, Ratchet, and Sly were the PS2 holy trinity of mascot platformers. Yeah. I never played any of those games. Well, you can't grab that little ledge there.
Where are you off to? Just exploring our options. Sit tight.
Where are we going here? Oh, I see. I can go around the outside like a trailer park girl. Because you kind of had to find the handhold there. Once you find it, you can sort of... There's a pipe there. Can I reach the pipe somehow? So if I didn't jump down, there we go. Okay, I see. Can I grab that ledge, or is that going to be death? If she reaches, it means there's a ledge you can grab.
She certainly lives up to her reputation.
You can try Infamous series. They also made Sly Cooper and Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, I didn't know it was the same devs that made Tsushima. Yeah, I'm not really... I played the demo of the first Infamous and didn't really appeal to me that much. I'm sure the franchise probably gets better from there, but I think as a genre, it's not really my cup of tea. Where am I going with this? I'm gonna shove it down there.
Here we go.
You trying to kill me?
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Sorry about that.
How about we avoid crates from now on?
Again, they're not bothered at all by the sound we're making. Well, I mean, the place probably all falling apart anyway, right? Earl Grey, chamomile. I like ocha. Ocha. Ginseng. When I was in Japan, Katie, I had this amazing cup of green tea that was so bitter. It was so delicious. Not ever gonna forget it.
Up ahead.
Up ahead where? Dibbity boppity doo doo. You can try the PS4 version, Infamous Second Son. It stars Troy Baker as the lead protagonist, huh? Was it Matcha? I don't know. Ocha. Ocha. Oh, okay. You want to jump there? Okay. I like when they reach when they know they can jump somewhere. It makes it a little more clear where you can go and where you can't go. Oh, shiny. What is matcha?
There's some cheap office supplies if you want them.
You're always this talkative on the job.
Yeah.
She's trying to become Nathan Drake, guys. Very fine powdery substance, huh? Fun games is Joss. I don't know, Joss. You might be surprised. Ask J-Bomb how many games I like. I'm a notorious hater. I hate a lot of games, even good games. Even fun games I hate. Because fun is totally subjective, right? heavier flavor, huh? Yeah, the one I had in Japan was, of course I had a lot of tea in Japan, but I remember I had this one at this office. We went to the mayor's office to go meet the mayor, because, you know, we were exchange students, that kind of thing we had to do. And it was so dark and so bitter, and oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. Okay. Oh my god. What are we doing? Nutty dog.
Watch it. Above you.
No. Yush. Well, can you jump that far? Oh. Yes. Okay, then why did you reach? You reach. You teach. Ouch. In the back of the noodle. She kills without remorse. She didn't feel bad about it, bro. We're back here.
It's just above us.
See, it wasn't so bad.
Got some guys rolling up in a vehicle. Hey guys. Hey. Hi, Slot. Yush. Yep. So no, this is small things, guys. We're supposed to be sneaking. Why did they put an echo effect on her voice? Oh yay, more of this.
So just take a moment.
Feel for the vibration, okay, okay. Right there. Hold the pick lock.
There's one.
That's what I did last time.
Oh, that works.
Let's find that disc.
Trying to convey Nadine's character as being different from Chloe's.
Thank you very much.
She's more, you know, the
Watch
brute.
our backs, yeah?
Yeah. Christ.
Look at the lighting, holy
It's
shit.
like an antique shop.
He's been a busy boy.
How much do you think it's all worth?
Oh, more of this.
Enough to keep his little insurrection going for quite some time.
Lockpicking mechanics really haven't evolved since the first Splinter Cell, eh? Says Mr. Skinner. I enjoyed it in Oblivion. I feel like it's I think I kind of like lockpicking as an idea in games. Normally I hate mini games, as you guys know. I need to pull it into the core. But I typically like mini games when they're like really short, as a way to like break up a game's like flow a little bit. You know, if they're like really snappy, it's okay for me. Like a hacking mini game or a lockpicking mini game or anything like that. It's fine. Most of the time for me.
Lots of curious cats here.
Speaking of,
Good point.
it doesn't bother you. These are all Indian artifacts.
It's not my fight.
But your race is Indian. Come on. That didn't even get me started on Splinter Cells, huh? Love them, just got them. Do you got them? Should I play that franchise? Because got them. Stealth games are probably my #1 franchise of all time. I love playing stealth games. And you'd think I would have played Splinter Cell by that logic. But I have not. I played the first game a little bit and found the linearity of it kind of boring in the intro. But it's fucking the intro, man. I'm judging it based on the intro. Because you gotta play it, man. You gotta. I like Metal Gear Solid. I like Hitman. I like any game where it has stealth. Batman.
Destroyer.
I like stealth in this game's, you know, this franchise. I love sneaking up on guys and watching the patrols and hide under things and crawling and breaking necks and all that good stuff. You haven't played Splinter Cell or Sly Cooper? Too much has got him, too much. Did you know you could pick a lock in Oblivion down to the last tumbler, then exit the screen and repeat to level up your lockpicking? Wow. I did not, Brian. That makes sense. I give him a lot of bugs like that. Instantly level all your stats kind of bugs.
Salah and the tiger. Maybe he's closer than I thought.
They're going for like a tactility thing, but it has no bearing on the core gameplay. That pisses me off, just as a concept. Right? I would love to have like a tactile mechanic where you can pick things up and look at them. But have it be part of like solving a mystery. Give me some like clues to do. Like, you make it useful for something in the game. Not just a goddamn little baby cutscene. If you don't like the first one, it's probably dated by now, but Chaos Theory I would assume holds up, huh? I played the first game for like an hour. And I was like, it's a bunch of hallways. They had this thing going on design-wise where it gives you a hallway and a guy and some cover. And it was like, get past this guy. It was like a puzzle game. It was more like a puzzle game. It was like, okay, so I have to go behind that cover, wait for him to go there, then jump up there, and okay. Oh, he's coming up, I need to go up into the ceiling and do my little leg split, and let him go underneath me, okay. It could have been that was a tutorial, right? Maybe it opens up later on. But I felt like it had this thing, you know, I heard negative reviews of Hitman Absolution for that same reason. Like, it was very much like stage-based. Like, here's a little miniature stage. Get past these guys. Now you're in the next stage. Get past these guys. Whereas most of the games I enjoy in that genre are more like, you know, it feels more open and dynamic. Never understood why the Uncharted games have all these treasures, but no information on them to read about. Yeah, just to look at them. Kind of like a lot of things in this franchise, right? It's kind of there to demonstrate technology, perhaps. Doesn't that look real?
Fraser,
Mm-hmm.
come here.
That looks promising.
It's locked.
Not for long.
Break it, Nadine. That's your fucking thing, right? It's pretty much always like that in Splinter Cell, but the puzzles are cooler in Chaos Theory, huh? That's funny, I never thought about it like that since I got them. Yeah, I kind of see like open environments as being like a staple of the stealth genre. As someone again that enjoys Metal Gear Solid, Hitman, and games like that. And so I feel like when I played again a little bit of the first game, very first Splinter Cell, I was kind of taken aback by this idea that it had of like you're in a very enclosed space. There's only one way you can go. There's a couple guys between you and there, at most, at least again in the tutorial. And you have to figure out how to get past them.
Ivory trader too.
Whereas, you know, again, like Metal Gear Solid and Hitman, they're more like, here's a bunch of tools you have, here's a bunch of guys, here's a big wide environment. Figure out how to get past them. You know, you can use all kinds of different gadgets to slow them down or to distract them or to take them out. You can, you know, go this way or that way or climb here or just walk behind them and then roll out. You know, it kind of felt like it was more, you know, the gameplay was more emergent. I felt like from what little I played with Splinter Cell, it seemed like it was more like a puzzle to solve. Like it was more like, you have these tools, here's a situation, figure out the answer to get past. I'm having trouble verbalizing because, you know, obviously any video game's that way, right? Any video game's that way. You know, Metal Gear Solid, say the same thing. In Metal Gear Solid, you have a Soliton radar. You can see, you know, a bunch of vision cones. And, of course, your objective is to figure out how do you get through these guys and get to where you're supposed to go. Right? But, you know, the environment, again, the environment itself is more open-ended. And you have more tools at your disposal than I felt like I had in Splinter Cell. Again, you have, like, you know, you have some creativity, right? That's kind of what I'm saying, I suppose. From what I played of Splinter Cell, it seemed to me like that franchise, perhaps, has this ideal of stealth, which is less creative. It's more like, find the solution, find the way out, find the way through this. Here's some guys, you know, here's your tools, find a way through it. Let's pick it. Have you played Styx? I have not. I own it, though. You're a goblin in a fantasy setting who has to stealth to get by, huh? Fun game for you opening levels and lots of tools.
Nothing we didn't already know.
I want to play Tenchu on stream. I played and loved Tenchu 1, and played Love Tenchu 2, but never beat it. That's where I stopped. I hear that Tenchu didn't really begin for many until the PS2 era. I never played anyone off of PS1.
Missed it.
That's weird. Those were really fast. How come that one that I had, like, vibrated forever? Slipping down a nice glass of, it's a Clamato? What was a Clamato? Is it like a clam and a tomato combined? That sounds gross.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, you're right. I should still try Gotham. I play a lot of games I never loved Gotham. Because they're, you know, I play a lot of games that are like classic franchises to like kind of get a broader view of the industry. As a fan of stealth games, I should at least play Splinter Cell, even if I don't really, you know, love it necessarily.
Nadine.
Ryan says you should play No More Heroes if you have a Wii or Switch, huh? Maybe I should, Rise. I don't think I own that game, but I do have a Wii and a Switch, but I also can just emulate it.
This tiger's got claws.
A solve.
Oh, all these years.
So these guys know each other, of course.
Aged.
Obviously.
You're too kind.
Are you looking for work? I hear that Shoreline's under new management.
Oh.
Temporary setback.
So when does this take place? How could Shoreline be under new management?
Pity though.
So in the end of the last
I
game,
could use someone of your caliber.
Shoreline betrayed Nadine to work with Rafe, and then Rafe died immediately. So who's running them now? Ever played Slime? Yeah, because I'm not really into 3D platformers that much.
I mean, this isn't your area of expertise.
Adam says, it's a stealth game with platforming.
It is a nice collection, I must say.
Yeah, I think the cartoony graphics stuff kind of turned me off. The idea that it was like a platforming game, I was kind of like, yeah, I think I'm good on that.
A thief. You're working for a thief.
Sir, we have a situation.
That's kind of funny, honestly.
What?
She's like, you're an idiot.
I'll be right there. The disc.
Oh, right. About that. At first,
she is
I
Nate.
mistook you for just...
She's just girl Nate.
An average rebel.
Oh.
But you have managed to find the Hoysala Empire. That's not bad.
We got Secret Kingdoms.
The greatest treasure.
Uncharted.
The Tusk of Ganesh. Now that's not an easy fight.
Oh, that's what we're learning about this Tusk of Ganesh.
What are you doing? 3 Persian invasions, 3 separate wars, and all these years later...
She's Nate, bro. She has the same lines that Nate would have. Word for word.
We're close.
You're lost. And the only chance
I like
you
her
have
lips.
of even narrowing
You got a
down
pretty
its
mouth,
location
girl.
is to find someone who can help you crack this artifact.
Didn't Nate have a disc like that
Extensive
too?
Knowledge of Hoysala society.
Exactly.
Chloe's voice deeper than mine. Yes, it's Skinner. Yeah, she's what? Chloe Black, I think.
My
was her name?
rates are reasonable.
Yeah, it's girl Nate.
A parasite who exploits our struggle in order to fatten her pockets.
So that's a no. Felt like a no.
Punch this man.
You've got balls. I like that. But I don't need any more so-called experts. Shoot them. Throw their bodies in the river.
No need. We'll throw ourselves out.
After them!
Come on! We need to get across
Set
the river.
piece. You guys like set pieces? Hup!
Okay.
Where we going?
It's this way.
Is it? I'm just going. It's like a franchise staple, right? The little chasing scene.
In here, quick!
They're of mixed quality. Some are fun, some are not as fun. This one is whatever. Where's Nadine?
What the hell was that back there?
Messy but effective.
You were going to sell me out, weren't you?
It's called improvisation. God, who's being unprofessional now?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means you let Assad
We're
get the
alive.
jump on us. I'm starting to wonder whether you're worth the 50%.
Oh my god! Yo, facts?
You were going to give me up.
Bars?
Guess a leopard can't change his spots.
You know
You guys disagree with that? I mean, she's the fucking
Fair
bodyguard.
warning. Last person who betrayed me wound up dead. There's your river.
Yeah, but you didn't kill him.
And your guy better
Fucking Nate killed him.
Shit! Yeah, well, time
Everybody
to
ends up
go.
dead at some point.
Come on! Right behind you! Oh, this is dangerous! Jump!
Whoa, it's like a postcard. This game always gotta tell you how dangerous it is, because there's no peril. Platforming has no peril, so they gotta be like, whoa!
Watch out! Oh, for the love of God!
We'll fucking sweep the leg.
Blast yours! Bloody!
Where we going?
Let's go!
Yish. Yish. Oh, shit.
Joking?
They are going to the river! There is no way out of this!
It's the wrong direction, I feel like. Jeez, grab behind, girl.
Don't stop! Keep moving! This is going great. It's not
Could be worse, honestly. Jeez, I just take a bunch of bullets. I gotta make it cannon by making it like impossible to avoid the bullets.
River's just below. Right on the lights. Here we go.
At least you could get a nice butt to watch. Run away instead of skinny jeans me. More death-defying than Indiana Jones and Jackie Chan. I hope Sully shows up at some point to say El Goddamn Dorado. Yeah, apparently there's already a hidden city, they said. Look at the combo video, says Mr. Skinner. Yeah, Gypsy, yeah, I find it very funny that in most games, in the cutscenes, you can't take bullets, but you can in the gameplay, right? But I find it interesting that in these running away sections in all the games, like, gunfire is unavoidable, because you can't take cover, you have to run. So you're gonna take shots, and the game will, your controller vibrates, the screen turns red, you're getting hit, but it's like, whatever.
Ganesh.
From a gameplay perspective, it makes sense, right? It's a way to at least simulate peril. But canonically, it seems kind of a weird choice. Because at least, in a actual combat encounter in the game, you can pretend from a narrative perspective that the player could have got through without getting hit once.
Don't worry.
If Asav's not in the gets already, he'll be right on our heels. Plus, he's got weapons, transports, hundreds of men.
But in the parts where you're running, you have to take the bullets, so it seems weird that,
like I said,
you're always just getting shot. It's like, whatever, I just shake it off.
Worry.
I do allow Link Skinner, yeah, whatever you want to post, feel free. This game's like a Spielberg film, but worse.
Some kind of key?
Somehow, says Rise of Muffin.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, so far I wouldn't say it's terrible. It's no worse than any other Uncharted. Wow, her ass is extremely fat. It's no worse than any other Uncharted game so far. It always this thing with just walking and talking, pretty boring.
Parashuramas.
I'm not really here for the
axe.
Treasure aspect.
It's a gift from Shiva.
They say it's not a health meter, but it's a luck meter, huh? Yeah. Except that, there's no, the bullets are actually hitting me. I don't really understand that. It's not actually getting shot.
Ganesh lost his tusk.
That's true, except that again, I can see the bullets passing through my body. I find that weird, it's a thing that you can say as an interview. Right? You interview Naughty Dog's, game designer and be like, oh no, it's a luck meter.
Yeah, well.
He's not really getting shot canonically, but they've made no effort. They made no effort on this side to convey that to me as a player. Like, I'm clearly being shot. It's the one that kills you, says Skinner. What's up, Matt Joke on board? Fucking Matt Joke Senpai. I prefer Zelda, says J-Bomb, huh?
Nice work.
The luck meter, says Skinner. Get the link there. Yeah, it works. It's explanation. It works, except that, again, you can see yourself getting shot with the bullets. The idea that they're not quite hitting you, that makes sense, right? Canonically, except that you would think that you would hope that they would, design the game around that somehow. And you can say that in an interview very easily. I could say that every bullet that's being shot is actually a little pink bunny rabbit. And they're very fluffy, they don't really hurt me, they're very fluffy, so. Until the one that kills you, that's a real bullet.
All right?
But, I can see on the screen that they're bullets, so they're hitting me. So.
Nice view.
So strong, Rise, so strong.
And look. How weird.
Man, Nadine's fucking ripped. Metro has one more energy drink in the fridge.
Huh? Did you, Chloe?
Is Hoysala?
Hoysala. It's not a modern structure, so we're definitely on the right track.
I want to play as Nadine instead of fucking Chloe.
What?
I want to be that angry, bitchy one.
Like it.
You don't like anything.
No. We've gone nearly 100 kilometers with no sign of Asav.
Glass half full, maybe we got the jump on them.
Unlikely.
I'll find the tusk. Asav's on you.
This is the last one canonically, Matt Joke. They've all gone in order canonically so far. This is basically 5.
Yep.
So 1 is the first game, then 2 comes after that, then 3 comes after that, and then 4 has flashbacks to before 1, but mostly takes place, after 3. Now we're in Lost Legacy, the last game of the franchise, takes place after 4, it seems.
Amazing landscape.
Beautiful graphics. That's the best game yet? No. Best one's still 3, in my opinion. 3 had the most action. This game so far has been a lot of walking and talking. But it's the intro. You gotta expect that, I guess. Oh, board apples. It's just because they weren't expecting that question, and instead of giving the obvious answer of, it's a fucking video game, exactly the same, right? That's what pisses me off about that luck meter explanation, right? It's a fucking video game, okay? You have a goddamn health bar. Why gotta be a smartass about it? oh, it's a luck meter, right? Again, that's a cute answer. It's very cute, but they don't want to actually, that's not the case. It's just a fucking health bar, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But again, if it was a luck meter, then yeah, convey it to me in the game it's a luck meter. And have the bullets miss me barely, or have them say something like, oh shit, almost got me, something like that, right? But no, he's just getting shot. It's a video game. He doesn't help how it regenerates. It's whatever. Don't be fucking cute about it. If we're lucky, it's black.
My tree bridge fell. Can you make it go?
Alright, again, I don't want to be too critical of the tropes because it's a video game at the end of the day, right? You have to suspend disbelief because it's a video game. I just want to make an observation, not a criticism. It's not a criticism, but it's an observation. Then in Uncharted games, there is this notion in this universe of these, 400-year-old structures that when Nate approaches them, they fall apart, just crumble, right? Like, I loved it, especially in the most parodical scene was in Uncharted 3, where you're in the old temple, and a whole army of soldiers runs across this bridge, right, to shoot you. You kill them all, then Nate touches it, and every single beam on the bridge, not one, not two, the whole bridge, every beam snaps. These things are like fucking, they were like, what, like 3 feet thick of wood, and every single one just snapped as he's running across it to like collapse into dust basically as he's touching it. This is another example right here, right? She jumps onto this platform, and then that whole fucking thing just kind of collapses. This kind of happens a lot in this franchise. Again, it's a video game, makes sense. Just trying to make more, more action scenes of things collapsing because it's an action situation, but they kind of overuse it, I feel like, as a theme. Nathan's incredibly heavy. It's symbolic of his character being dense as fuck. Maybe. Can you imagine 2 coming after 1 and 3 after 2, says Apples? I can imagine it. But just barely. Are you a Croft now? No, I am Chloe. I am British, though. Right? I guess that's interesting you mentioned that, Apples. This franchise already had a lot of criticism for being compared to Tomb Raider. It's kind of funny they made a game then that stars 2 British women. They get too heavy-handed with their tropes. That kind of stuff happens too often to keep suspending your disbelief. Maybe you're right, Skinner. Maybe that's the problem. But yeah, it's not really a huge issue. I just want to point it out. I never was really that bothered by it, except that it's just kind of distracting because it's like, wow, that's kind of funny. Like, that definitely would never happen. But we have to grapple finally. Ow.
You still down there?
Yep.
What's up, Salty Face? Welcome aboard, man.
Yeah. Great.
We're doing canonical, by the way. Sorry, I'm canonical. I mean that metric is like to make a separation between the gameplay and the parts of the story that are actually like story, right? When I say canonical, I mean like it literally happens in that game's world, literally. Whereas some aspects are going to be, gameplay. Like in an RPG, right? The gameplay is when you hit a guy and it does like fucking, 25 damage. Whereas the canonical part of it is when you hit them and they fucking bleed. Right? Like you have to imagine like in an RPG, like when you're fighting a boss, you're not actually doing numerical damage. That's why the cutscene always ends with you'll fight a guy for like 20 minutes, finally get the killing blow. You get 0 HP left, and get your EXP and stuff. Then the cutscene happens, you go, stab, yeah, and he goes, oh, I'm finally dead now, right? Because the whole fight, was symbolic of something, but the actual canon is that he gets killed to stab at the end. He said, come on! You come on. Oh, she's Australian, okay. I know about countries, dicks, right? I've heard a few countries. Like Africa, of course. Cool country. South America?
I'm good, actually.
Oh, it's a canonical thing. Okay, that was confusing, but okay. So my character was refusing to help, I guess. That's why I couldn't grab her hand. Okay. Does that for 2 J-Bomb? Or that rains on Africa. Okay, so here's our fucking car. Oh no.
Want me to drive?
Nope.
Please.
I don't mind.
I do. It's a control thing.
Sure.
It's kind of fun.
Whoops. today.
Don't forget your.
Going that way.
One more gypsy. I'm not sure if I greeted you properly. Hope you had a good weekend. She's an independent woman that don't need no man. We're gonna become close friends, right? This whole story's gonna be, a blossoming friendship. We're gonna learn to trust each other. Just like in The Last of Us.
Let's just enjoy the serenity.
No,
shall
fuck
we?
Serenity, man. Fucking guy
What a dumb
cannon.
question.
So much
Look,
for
oh, the
that.
dude launcher,
How
right?
do you
Dude
know the
launcher.
tusk is still there?
It would have turned up in a museum or something by now, right? Plus, I
trying to
haven't
say is-
seen any Hoysalar exhibitions.
Thump, thump,
I've never
thump.
even heard of the
Right, fuck
Hoysalar
Serenity,
before
man.
this job.
Yeah, well,
This game has
that's
too much
the fault
Serenity
of their
already.
last king, really. Young.
We're gonna
reckless.
actually fight some guys and do
Launched
something
his
fun.
empire's wealth, built a new capital to house the tusk. And then led the Persians
If you slide
right
around in
to
the
their
mud, does your character get dirty? I don't know.
And now,
Probably not, if I had to guess.
And now,
Whatever, in The Last of Us taught me anything, it's that they're gonna make the fuck, huh? No, they didn't. I don't remember that happening in The Last of Us. That would've been a hell of a fucking ending. Can you imagine? That actually would've been hilarious. I would love to see that in The Last of Us 2, right? That definitely would have fucked over the fanboys. Can you imagine if fucking Ellie and Nate fucked? What was that guy's name? I assume his name was Nate. He looked like Nate. Katie's getting it confused with his pedophilic fan fictions, huh? Last of Us 2, says Katie. I don't know anything about that game. Wouldn't it be silly if every game ended with two characters getting it on? That'd be fucking sick, J-Bomb. Whoever the two characters are, doesn't matter who they are. I don't think, Katie. I think that... Doesn't he die? Is that what happens in that game? Spoilers. I think if they're pissed off that they killed off Nate, whatever his name was, Jim or whatever. Oh, Uncharted. Here we are again. This is going to be a bigger environment than the last game. This is what they're advertising to me. They're going to have bigger environments. Alright, guys. Enough. We're not going to... Let's just go... I'm going to find the path and go in that path. Alright, that's our thing. Let's not fuck around the water. And I want to find treasure, and I want to find optional shit, but it's just too fucking boring. There's no reward 99% of the time. Fake open world segment. I mean, if they had some fucking, some treasure to find, or some, camps, or some temples, whatever, that's fine. But no, it's just a big, open,
hey, look,
wide,
Flamingo
linear
Convention.
environment, right? Matt says, I like Night, what those Nightfire matchup? GoldenEye game? People were upset that the buff chick was hella butch, and that she kills Joel without much fanfare, huh? Spoiler, I guess, it's it. I don't know. That's kind of how you expect Nate to die, right? Handbrake. Is that a new mechanic in this game? Why?
see your way forward?
What the hell's a handbrake
Looking.
for? The double swing game that came out in the GameCube and PS2. Okay. Wait, ruin the flamingo's fun. I don't need a vehicle camera assist, man. Why would I need that? I don't understand. Well, the right stick. But Jim was saying that every game needs to have a flamingo convention that actually improves the game overall. Yeah, but manly gruff MC is too cool to die like that, Vintex. Yeah, exactly. It's pathetic. Now you can drift. I don't know. Can I drift? I tried it, Apples. I tried it.
Could have warned me.
Oh, where's the fun in that?
I'm holding square. It's not doing anything. Fucking make the car smell funny lever. Shout out to fucking Mitch Hedberg.
So, quite nice to be outdoors, isn't it? Away from the city.
Quieter.
She's
come
just
back here
girl
often?
Nate, bro.
No, not really.
Didn't even try. Didn't even try. And the third Neo 2 DLC has flamingos, does it? Oh my god. You been playing it, Dix? Should have come out by now, right? I think. Neo 3 Flamingo Convention. Spring 2022. Dude, I fucking buy the shit out of that game. The last DLC, J-Mom, just came out, I think. I don't think I bought the season pass yet. Oh, I'm sorry, Dix.
Oh, look at this.
Misunderstood.
Hoysalar
I thought you were being
ruins.
sincere.
When we get through that
My
gate,
bad.
I'll check it out.
Can we just ram it? Definitely very Uncharted 4 in terms of its pace. PS5 will have complete Neo 1 and 2, huh? Okay, so it's a PS4.
What have we got?
Are you back in Neo 2? Can't decide whether I want to run the DLC or wait and kind of experience it along with you. I'm on the fence, Jay, but I'm not sure.
Ganesh and Shiva.
After this game,
Paying attention.
we're going to play
was the guardian of
Tomb Raider.
Alabadu, the newer.
And after Tomb Raider, we're done with that franchise.
Shiva was the
I think I'm going to play it Neo 2, maybe on Steam. That's where I'm on the fence, J-Bomb. I own Neo 2 on PS4.
But this isn't much of a defense.
I'm thinking about buying it on Steam when it comes out in January or February. One of those two.
We're still on the outskirts.
The new ones, the
Didn't
reboot
take
franchise
you for an
skin.
archaeologist.
That would be my dad, actually. I'm just a thief, remember? Hey, is the rental equipped with a winch?
Looks that way.
Great. That'll make short work of these gates.
What, you're just going to pull them down?
That's the plan, unless you brought dynamite.
What's your idea, Nadine?
Take that as a no.
I was the one you picked up 2 for PS4, said J-Bomb. Huh? Are you just trying to spite me now? No, really, it's because it had probably better performance. That's my interest in the Steam version. Better graphics, better performance. I already played Neo 2 a lot on PS4. It'd be nice to experience it on Steam. The downside is I have to make a new character. I have to play the whole game from the start.
Move, it's an ambush! Shit! Take cover!
First shooting. Ow.
Shit! Fraser! Help! Deal with this!
I wonder if the audio aim is stronger when they're getting held.
Okay, we're clear.
Okay. I'm scared the third DLC might have a versus mode, and I'm running scared, huh? Didn't the game already have versus? Or am I wrong about that? Yeah, I forgot about it. Didn't we fucking run a fight club just for J-Bomb? It wasn't even there. You were in a whole event for J-Bomb. It wasn't even there that night. Okay, so Dix, yeah. It was kind of ass in the last game anyway. He had work, oh, okay. I can kind of jump. That's kind of fun. I can jump over it. You'd think she would just clip through it. Oh shit! Look at that. Even based on height. That's cool. Speaking of height, can I get up here and look for treasure? I've already been up there, right? Never mind. What's up, CPU? Says love you and Silo. Welcome aboard, dude. Thank you really for the sub.
You were about to pull down an ancient gate.
Yeah, I will. And there we go.
Made a ramp too. That's convenient. Who even works in Canada? Says Katie. Why would you guys work? You guys are getting free money from the government. This is before that, though, I think. Welcome aboard in Silo. We're playing the last Uncharted game. So far, so Uncharted. And not in a good way, unfortunately.
You're awfully quiet. I'm just surprised is all. Figured you'd be more of a leave no trace type when it comes to Indian ruins.
Why would you assume that?
Mentality in this line of work? Get you killed.
Okay.
Whoa, what? They're just large flying rodents.
Actually, no, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
They're closer to primates and lemurs.
Is that true?
Okay, well, I'll look it up. Go, 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 go!
So an alternate route we could have taken there, I guess. Huh? But again, I guess so far I've no reason to assume there's going to be anything around here. I'm curious to find, again, optional camps and temples and shit. Anything I can find that'll have treasure in it, but these parts almost never have anything like that. It's just a place to find the next route through, I guess. There's a place to kind of scream past at full speed.
Stop!
Stop. Cutscenes.
Soft.
I got what appears to be a bamboo stick shooting a flare, huh? I kind of like, kind of sparkly. I kind of like it. Cases are kind of cool.
Italian with him. Might even be more inside already.
Are you also Canadian in Silo?
He's taking us so seriously.
We need to get through that gate.
I'm really pissed off you can't play as Nadine.
Right, well, slow down. We gotta take care of these jokers first.
I want to play this so bad in the last game.
You have a plan?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Beep-bop-a-doo-doo. have to hold L2 and press L2 to mark. Oh, yeah. Because that was not Canadian. Well, then how can you speak for them then? Dude cannon. There's a dude over there. I don't see nobody. I just need the weight of words to find a way to crash on through. It's over here. There's more grass up there. There's grass back here, but no guys. I wonder why people in the chat told me this game was going to be more like a better pace than 4. I wonder if it's going to get better pace or people are just insane. Because so far it seems to be exactly the same, which is perfectly fine. Again, it's an expansion of 4, right? You'd think it'd be the same. But guys, got my hopes up it'd be like faster pace. It could still get to that point. We're still in the intro, obviously, but I have a bad feeling it's going to be like literally exactly the same, right? It's an expansion. It feels like an expansion. It feels just like 4, but with a different protagonist. A few guys, Dix. One was Shiva Jones. One was somebody else in the chat. Are the only 2 here? Well, who's reliable, Dix? Who do I know is reliable? Aside from you, of course. Well, somebody else in the chat said it's KD. It's got to be true. There's a Zanzu. Yeah, Zanzu definitely is always trustworthy. So I can get behind him up there.
Watch it.
Thanks, Nadine. I will watch it. So how can I get over there without having to wait 10,000 years? Out of my way, bitch. This franchise has a really bizarre thing where, compared to other video games I've played, where your partners, you cannot like phase through them. They are highly corporeal. They'll block your path and you'll be fucked. You can't shove them out of the way either, like in other games. It's blocking. Doody-bop-a-dee-doo-doo. Oh, grenades. He's Swedish, man. He is Swedish. Who'd you mark? Oh, shit.
Man down! Man down!
You're a man down.
Go.
Oh, wow,
shit.
I'm an idiot.
Look around, people!
How many guys are there, you guys think?
Move out! Find them!
Move out! And now you see me. What if I can run behind the guy in the water? We'll make a splishy splash. Bombs? Do grenades count? Don't. That's so much fun. I love that. It's so great. Who else is around here? Anybody? I played this game on normal mode. Last game we played was on hard mode. Gotta keep that in mind. There's a guy over there. It's not gonna be quite as demanding as the last game. Fucking come out of the woodwork, man. Damn. If it goes bang, it's totally my thing. They're all bunched together.
Over there. I'm checking here. Shoot them.
Come on, start opening fire on their asses so close together. You can also, in the main game, you can actually open fire and then you can get back into cover as well and kind of escape them. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of have to start shooting. They've definitely got each other's backs pretty close right now. What would you want to do in a situation like this, right? 112 shots. I have one more grenade too. Oh, son of a gun. I wonder if I can run in the water and not alert him. Let's find out. Oh, come on.
Nothing here. You. There so far. I'll check here. Don't look there. Got it.
Wee. Oh my god, that was sick. Okay. 3 more guys left. Seems that way. This game has got way better stealth than Batman. I know I said this before, but it just blows my mind to you know, realize in my heart that I feel that way. This game has Batman stealth basically, but a little bit more like personal, because you don't get to just watch him from above and choose how you take him out. You have to be a little more, you know, a little more improvisation, which I think is always a plus in a game like this. If only you had the MGS cardboard box right now, huh? You have these big splotches of grass and stuff that are pretty much the same thing but better. Boo. I like how they talk to each other too. Like in any good stealth game. Bippity-boppity-doo-doo. Boop. They said, why bother? That's more fun. Could just shoot them all. It would probably be very easy on normal mode. But this is more fun to sneak around and try and kill them before we can get seen. You can also pounce guys, which I fucking love, as you guys know. Can I swing and pounce? I hope so. That's just great. That's just great. What a pleasure. Everybody? I think it is. I'm not sure, though. They didn't say it is. Normally they would say that. Maybe some more guys spawn behind me, huh? Have a peek. Because they should normally say, oh, that's all the guys, and the music would stop. Ooh, sniper rifle. I think I've seen the swing and pounce in a video, huh? Yeah, I love swinging and I love pouncing. If I can combine the two, it would be perfect. Who's still around? Somebody over there, perhaps? It's so cool, says Josh. Yeah, swinging is cool, pouncing is cool. And I want to kind of stress again that the pounce to me is kind of profound because Batman also has a pounce, right? He has his glide and then takedown. But in this game, you have to actually dynamically climb your way somewhere high to get it. It's very rewarding that way. And once you're down there, you can't immediately grapple hook back to where you came from. So it has a little bit more like peril that makes it so much more fascinating to me. You have to actually climb somewhere high to jump onto somebody, and then once you're down there, you have to find a place to hide. It just makes it so much more fascinating, so much more rewarding in terms of consequences. In general, I feel like the corner takedown, the ledge takedown, those are all from Batman. I feel like Batman kind of popularized that idea of takedown based stealth. But in this game, it just works better for me. Tsushima has a grappling hook, but it's only for traversal and not combat, which sucks, says Johnston. It's not that useful in combat in this game either, to be fair. Again, I'm not saying that it's never used at all, but it's more like a gimmick. It's pretty pointless, says Dixon. Very pointless. This game, it's fun to use for platforming. I enjoyed using it just now. For me, its most interesting function was what we just did, right? Which is I saw a guy by himself way over here. I used a hook to travel to him very quickly, which is very satisfying. I like the way that the game feel of the hook is really good in this game. It feels like you actually kind of swing dynamically and kind of has a little bit of physics there. It's pretty fun. What's all this? Some loot? fuck side quests is J-Bomb? Huh? I'm just gonna beat the game tonight. Good stuff, J-Bomb. I can shoot while swinging Mr. Turner, yeah, and it does kind of work a little bit. Because you're kind of harder to hit when you're swinging. Like, enemies, like, AI-wise, seem to kind of have trouble aiming at you. Also, you can swing in and out of cover. Like, in the past, what I've done is I've swung, like, behind objects to avoid getting shot, which is cool. But it's not that effective. It's kind of hard for me to aim. I'm pretty ass at aiming in general, but aiming while swinging is kind of rough. Like, it's hard for them to hit me, sure, but also hard for me to hit them. It's kind of more like a, it's kind of fun to do visually, but it's not that interesting to do, like, as a part of actual combat, I find. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I feel like there's, like, a bug here insofar as normally they would say they're all dead, and then the music would stop. I think there's nobody left here, but they just have the music still playing, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there actually is somebody left. But Tomb Raider Legend has the most fun grappling hook I've ever encountered. Now, you could use it to pull guys in, then back up their chest and shoot them while your pistol's in midair, like a Matrix-style slowdown. Huh? That does sound godly. Nadine, she's still on the edge, like there's someone around here. But where would they be? The game is so great, says Apples, huh? Countless hours of complaining and getting a break from real-life problems. We're so lucky there's so much to complain about, says Apples. We really are, Apples. Don't take it for granted, guys. You guys might find one day that you guys have nothing to complain about, then you're going to really miss it. Once we're all living in the utopia. Where is the last bad guy? I mean, really, I should just not worry about that so much and just try and find where I'm supposed to go, huh? That'll solve the problem, too. Get over here! This game could have used, like, a grapple, like, the way to, like, pull a guy towards you or otherwise, like, trip him up. That would be cool. It'd make the grapple look more dynamic, but it's not really a thing, unfortunately. For me, the best hook I've ever used is probably Yonoid 2. And this game is very similar to that. This game is kind of very Yonoid-esque with the way the hook works, but it's just not as used as often. He's in hiding, huh? Maybe you're right, Mr. Game. Maybe he knows what I did to his homies. But seriously, though, who knows what I'm supposed to do here? Let's go check out these, like, interiors of these buildings. Do I have to trigger something to advance or what? I don't really see, like, a route to go anywhere else. Climb this door? Or should I drive my car up here? Probably, huh? Boom. Boom. Here we go. Aha, somebody up here. Bye. Bye. So we got some mechanisms.
I think that's it.
I can swing over there if I wanted to.
Not bad work. Thank you for the assist. Let's get going.
Oh, we got a blossoming friendship. Mash it. It's like the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, well, 2 doors opened up. I was gonna swing too. She didn't do anything yet, but she might have Brian.
Oh, fuck. No, no!
Alright, so it's timed for some reason. I can always just reopen it. Whee! They had a sound effect in this game. That's kind of funny. Last game didn't have that. I'm swinging, it's like... Alright, do it again for reasons. Yeah, I kind of like, in general, I think that the most useful partners I've ever had in any game, AI partners, have been in this franchise. Along with maybe Code Vein. So I can go this way if I want to. I'm not sure why I actually close it so fast. Okay.
Careful.
Always.
Careful. It's dangerous. I mean, is it? Yeah, trust us. It's dangerous, yeah. We couldn't find a way to make the gameplay feel dangerous. We had to have the character always remind you how dangerous it is. Treasure. Shinies. Boo,
Right. Back to shotgun.
I'm perfectly capable of driving, you know.
I'm sure you are, honey. I just prefer to.
We got a little shtick here going, guys. And the very final cutscene, we're gonna have her finally drive. It's gonna be a big payoff for all these I want to drive jokes. What the hell is this thing? It's like a fucking bladder. A bejeweled bladder. We got here inkwell, compass, a scent flask. A scent flask. But how much you bring it up, it sounds like you miss Code Vein's dicks. I do miss Code Vein. I'm looking forward to a sequel one day, I hope. Just as drive and talk. Driving and talking, dude. We had our fun with the fucking combat. Back to the driving and talking. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I did not Dix, but I heard the DLC was fucking ass. My plan was to play it, Dix, until I heard all the bad reviews. I'm not even sure it's worth the money. I played a few of the DLCs. I played a couple of them. I was like, oh wow, this is really bad. And I heard that all of them were all that bad, so I decided to skip it. I would play a sequel. Quite happily. Vroom. Vroom. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's a lot of ground to cover. True, but unlike your boy Asav, we've got an advantage.
Okay.
The 3 symbols. Let's have a look at the map.
So now we have the first real open environment of the game.
Okay, let's see. We are right about here.
We have a map even, which is
I
cool.
can mark it up as we go.
Cell phone? Why? Okay.
Check out that tower.
So this is what we
Bet
heard
you
about,
could get
guys.
the lay of the land
This
from
game's
the top.
open world environment.
Maybe.
Or one of them. According to our friend Jost, the game is 9 chapters long. He said 4 is the biggest. I assumed that he meant there was like 9 hubs in the game. But if what Jost means is literally 9 chapters, this game is fucking short as hell. Because yeah, Josh said that 4 was the biggest. And this is 4, and it is very large. So if there's only 9 chapters, this game's gonna be done before the end of the week, probably.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out.
It's pretty
for
long,
Saab.
says Josh. This part's pretty
Perfect.
long.
Not that
I
I'm
feel like
too
I'm
worried
gonna hate
about it,
this.
You should be. We won't have the advantage of surprise again. Don't think he was expecting much from you.
Wait, was that a compliment? That sounded like a compliment.
His guys are idiots, but Asav is... We just need to stay the hell
So
away.
we don't like a Sav. So we got a big open environment here. We got a map.
Never understood the appeal of people like Asav.
What do you mean?
Easy. He finds men who are weak and offers them power. Gives them purpose.
Purpose. Sounds more like bullshit to me.
Oh, it is. There's a bridge up there. Okay.
How'd you get tangled up with Asav anyway? Purpose.
Rather not go into it.
Kind of like the fact we have some
Certainly seem
dynamic
to have
mud
a
here
thing
for the first
for
time
you.
ever.
Don't remind me.
We actually have mud here. It's
Proved
gonna actually
useful
be
at the
like we
time,
have to
but-
actually navigate it ourselves
Yeah.
dynamically. That's cool.
Do tell.
Rather
Wow.
not.
Maybe
Sure
over
looks
drinks?
Not enough alcohol in the world.
This sure looks good.
Fraser, hold on. We've got rebels up ahead.
Camps? Guy cannon?
Well, here goes nothing.
Guy launchers?
All finished. The turret is set up.
Peril? In the fucking open world?
Couldn't find the manual.
Uh-oh. Vencabot's having fun. That's probably not gonna last.
Isn't Azab always saying that the poor shouldn't be careful, but rise up and smash their enemies? Careful. I'm just telling you.
Sometimes their little markers kind of fade into the sky. So I'm saying, Brian, Vencabot's having fun, dude. Guy cannon. They used the guy cannon, bro. They got a turret over there? Oh, my God. The fuck? Who the hell?
4x4.
Oh, he saw my
Anyone
car.
here?
That's cool. That's fucking sick.
Shit. Man down over here. Watch yourselves.
Search the area.
Oh, a sniper rifle. Sick. Okay. Oh, I forgot I have a fucking silenced pistol. That's also fun. Should we try it? It's the guy up there I haven't marked yet.
Oh. Watch out. Another one down. Keep looking. They're here somewhere.
Oh, we're here somewhere. Oh, the guy's got a helmet. Oh, shit. A lot of them do this, so I can't just snipe them all. It's kind of fun. When a game has a fucking silenced gun, it's kind of cool. think you're actually stealthy the whole time you're doing a stealth on the grass, which seems kind of weird. Oh, he saw me. He saw me. Is he coming? He's kind of looking this way. So that's not to come. It's kind of weird, Skinner. On this game, they have like a yellow mode with a like extra alert. But they don't actually come and check. In most games, they would. Doo-doo-doo. So he's got a helmet. I can't just snipe his ass with my silenced pistol. I have full grenades right now, too. She does, Skinner, yeah. It's kind of cool. Also kind of, like, overpowered. Basically, when you're in the grass, or even near the grass, Skinner, you don't actually have to be in the grass. If there's grass in a certain radius around you, and you get a stealth takedown, she will drag their bodies into the grass.
Spoke too soon. Heads up!
We got visceral turret sections. Oh. Okay. That's that. Maybe? Or not.
We're clear.
Okay.
Good.
It's neat, but also more wrestling of control from the player. Well, it's not so much that's the problem for me. I actually think it's very easy to understand as a player where she's going to pull you into the grass. So I feel like I'm still in control. It's more that it's kind of... In a game that already has a grass mechanic where it's already pretty strong for stealth, the idea of being able to kill anyone that walks into the grass freely with no downside is kind of a drag. No pun intended. Yeah, I guess my point is that the grass is already really strong because you're totally invisible when you're in it. And there are those that have said in the past that it's kind of broken, but I disagree. I think that you can have a grass mechanic in a game like this where it actually kind of makes sense because the environments are very large in this game. So it's a stealth game with large environments, which are also very high danger, at least on hard mode. So the idea of having these routes you can go through that are invisible, they kind of can work very well. There's this mentality I find...
Never say no to a chance to make some extra cash.
Of, I'm in cover, there's tons of guys over there. Where is the nearest grass? How do I get into it, right? So there's an element there of strategy, of finding the grass and getting into it, which works for me. But for them to also give you like free kills in the grass, I think it's maybe a little bit overboard. Why would an armed group of mercenaries with assault rifles have silenced pistols, as J-Bomb? Huh? I don't know. Yeah, you're right. That's kind of weird. But who knows? Maybe they need it for for assassination attempts and shit. So why did I come here? No reason but to kill guys? I mean, I'm here for that, honestly. Kind of confused canonically, so I took some notes off of that pillar. I had a little cutscene where I could, take notes. I can use it as a vantage point and look around. I kind of hope there's treasure to find. Not that it's really that important, but a shiny is, for my personality, it's kind of a fitting reward. I don't mind having a shiny. Just as something to collect for 100%. But there seems to be nothing. Can I climb even higher? Maybe I can. I don't get that impression, though. Well, what's this? It's destroyable. Oh, shit!
That wall looks fragile.
Oh, new mechanic? This isn't really a new mechanic per se, but they could actually expand upon it a lot from the last game. Zelda shit? Breakable walls? Treasure?
Interesting. Some kind of Hoysala token.
So
it's not one of our 3 symbols.
Oh, it's not? But I'm going to keep it anyway.
Worth trading once we get back home.
There you go, guys.
You find anything?
Dude
Just
launcher?
A token of some kind.
Treasure?
Hoysala thingy.
Enemy camps?
Need it? Need? Probably not. Want? Definitely.
Vencabot's having fun. A problem, once again, where bombs are the solution, yes, as they oftentimes are. Lots of cool stuff to collect here in terms of,
Notice anything about this statue?
It's holding a trident. One of our 3 symbols.
Yes,
it's
and
pointed.
It's pointing at those ruins.
Right. Well done.
Glad I'm good for something.
Okay. There's a tower over there. I want to climb that. A true open world Uncharted. Would be cool if they pulled it off, this Skinner, indeed. Yeah, again, I love the gameplay of this. I love fighting guys in Uncharted. My problem with it is that I feel like the walking and talking and jumping parts are usually pretty uneventful or low peril, otherwise pretty boring. If they can actually give me my stupid car, give me places I can actually find to shoot guys in, get collectibles, and, you know, find hints to where to go next. You know, there's a pretty cool thing here where I can actually see a few towers I want to explore, right? If I can pull this off, guys, it could actually be good. But I don't have my hopes up. It's like Josh said earlier, it's like open world Uncharted, yeah. Yeah, again, that sort of might be their ambition. We'll see how well they pull it off, at least for me, for my tastes. But for right now, I'm kind of like, I actually want to go explore those towers. I have a car here I can do that with. This is what I want in a game. That was pretty rewarding. Again, I got to kill some guys, blow some shit up, collect some treasure.
Right, you're the military expert. What's Asav's strategy?
They're talking too
here?
much, honestly.
He's
Maybe
spread out
shut the
his
fuck up.
men, hoping to stop us in our tracks.
It's beautiful, of course, a beautiful
Not
world.
what I would do.
So what would you do if you were Asav?
Is my map
Besides
marked?
lose the
She
beard,
promised she would mark it.
Hang back. Let you do
I
the
think
heavy
so.
lifting, then swoop
Where
in and grab
am
up the task
I?
once you've done all the hard work.
Devious?
Practical.
I'm down there. It's my
Mitigates a lot
arrow.
of risks.
She marked off where I got the treasure.
Lucky
Okay,
you're on
cool.
my team.
Yeah, you are. I'm a little surprised Asav's not doing the same thing. Maybe
Yeah,
his expert
I'm here for this.
knows more than we think.
For the first time ever in Uncharted, at least as
All
of
the more
4,
reason to wrap this
where they
up
introduced a
quickly
stupid
then.
car,
Give
I
me a
feel like
second.
I have some agency.
I can wait.
Because there are places I want to go. Right? This is game design, guys. I see places I want to go, and now I can go there at will. And when I go to a place, from that place, I can see more places I want to go, right? That's 101 type shit. You know, I found a cool place with some guys I could kill. And from that place, I saw more places I want to go. I got a map telling me where I've already been. How much treasure I've actually gotten already. Let's do it. I'm here for this. I want to find some ruins, shoot some guys, get some treasure. That's why I'm playing this game. So right there, for instance, right, there's like a thing. I want to explore that thing, and maybe I can. I want to climb these fucking waterfalls and explore that thing. You know, for the first time, I actually want, you know, I look at this waterfall, and my thought is, I want to get up this waterfall, right? Which is, you know, it's kind of interesting game design problem. Right? Previously, when I go through a waterfall, I'm just like, oh, another fucking waterfall. But because there's something at the top that I want for myself, now I'm like, ooh, a waterfall. Let's get to the top of this thing. Let's find a way up. It makes the challenge much more enjoyable for me. Let's see, like right here. See, I'm fucking
One of
pumped.
Asav's trucks.
Looks clear out here. Interesting.
Let's go.
Circular mode.
This is fucking sick.
Like
That makes too
this.
much sense, though, huh? So, of course, it took 5 games to do this, yeah. Well, in their defense, Skinner, they never attempted the open world thing until the last game. And they
Check
kind
it
of
out.
flunked on it, in
Ganesh
my
type.
opinion.
Ganesh.
They fucked it up.
Remover of obstacles.
But here we go.
That's very good.
Figured if we were looking for his task, I should read up on him.
Okay, well, he's a good one to know. You pray to him when you start something new or need to clear your mind of doubts and worry.
Ah, remover of obstacles. But why the elephant's head?
His father, Shiva, gave it to him.
Very
Oh, gave him a head.
After Shiva chopped off his human head.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
We've all been there, am I right?
Okay, enough
No
chit-chat.
telling how many men are in there. You ready?
Guess we'll find out.
Oh, I'm ready. Love taking on more than one man at a time. There's some grass.
Is the gate secured?
It's kind of ironic that the game is called Uncharted, but always starts with you following some kind of chart. Oh, yeah, you're right.
All of them.
But you're always trying to find some place that's
Let's keep this quiet as
just,
far as
you
we
know,
can.
unexplored or
Copy that.
undiscovered. So there is that. Like, as a theme, it's this idea of, like, you know, the hidden cities in every game. And those places are always uncharted. Doo-dee-bop-a-dee-doo-doo. Frame drops. Lots of frame drops. She's invisible, don't worry about her. I wish... I don't think they look up, necessarily. Who else is around here? I see 3 guys so far, only 3 guys. Beautiful colors. I wish I could swing from somewhere, but I can't. I can snipe him with the sniper, with the silenced pistol. If it would please me, maybe it would. Oh, my. Bye, bitch. These guys won't see me, I don't think.
Shit. What was that?
It was nothing, dude. Who else is around here? I don't see nobody else. There's somebody. You can see shit, bucko.
All right then.
Oh, fuck. I didn't get that. Recover in time to get a stealth takedown from that jump. Shit. Okay. You guys don't know where I am. Don't front.
Any sign of them?
No. No sign of them, bro.
Come out. Now.
Oh my god, it's so satisfying, bro. I didn't even know you're there, bro. Might be. I saw a guy over there just now, didn't I? They're moving quick. Let's climb this. Oh, there's grass. It's a pretty big environment. I'm here for it. Vencabot's having fun. Get this guy up there. He doesn't have a helmet on. Flop. This guy way over there too. Shit. I can swap shoulders for some reason. I don't play enough shooting games to know why I want to do that. Good night, J-Bob. Have a good rest, dude. God knows. Probably in the near future, if I had to guess. That's often the case. There's some grass down there. I have to jump into that grass, I feel like. Whee. There's a guy right here. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, I forgot to use a grenade earlier. What if, Venka, you go down to buy your car, Chili, and I'm working the checkout counter, huh? That'd be sick. I'd be like, yo, is that you? I'd be like,
Fraser, watch it.
Jordy? Hey, Schman. Come into my lair. You fucking goof. I hear guys chit-chatting. Want to become famous too. Every day it gets more fucking corrupted. Let's see here. Let's ban this guy. Not that it really helps, but to my knowledge, oh, there's a guy over there, way down there. I can't mark him though. He's too far. I feel like I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 3 right now, guys. It's not a bad thing. The fact that I'm in this, this big, open, natural environment, choking the fuck out of guys. He's already marked that one. Let's give me a vantage point. Problem is, I'm not really sure, mechanically, if they look up or not. I have this feeling if I'm up here, I'm kind of really visible, right? That kind of stands to reason. If you're up high, you're more visible.
Watch yourself. Another guy down.
They're finding, so they're going back. There's a guy over there I missed. I'm gonna take these guys up before they fucking take me out. Something up there, you guys see that? It's like a collectible or something? Weird mark on the ground. Oh, maybe it's for a gadget? For a gizmo? For a puzzle? This guy right fucking there. Bye! I love that about Uncharted, right? The idea that you can actually hang and shoot. To me, that's really the heart of Uncharted. Is the idea? Oh shit! Never mind. Climb back down. Climb back down. Climb back down. Climb back down.
Another man down. You'd better find them.
It's time we end it.
Oh man! It probably does, Mr. Skinner. I think that really it's not a range issue. It's more of an issue with barriers. So basically, that guy was kind of far away. He kind of walked behind some foliage. I couldn't mark him. I have to be able to see him, I think. So yeah, I assume that the scope would make it easier to mark guys. Yeah. Okay, who's left? Where did I come from? Where am I going? This is a pretty big environment. This guy right up there. Are you the last guy left, dude? Or is there other guys chilling? Not a lot of grass to hide in around here. That's not a bad thing necessarily. And it makes it a little more perilous. I don't see nobody else. Let's go to this guy's perch. That's Nadine, right? This guy right there. Okay. They all got helmets on. You guys the last two guys left, or what? How do I can get over to them? I don't see... There's some tall grass right there, looks like. There's none down there. That's fine. Oh, he's got a sniper rifle, excuse me. I'm going to try and circle them a little bit. Let's do that. I'm going to go around that way once they turn their backs. Turn around, you mugs. This guy's fucking camping. How about you, Nadine? It's kind of a drag. You don't always know where Nadine is. It'd be kind of cool if she like glowed through the environment a little bit. Hello? Are we over here? If you are, please don't see me. That's tall grass, right? Okay. So here he's by himself over there, it looks like. Let's get the ledge here and take his ass out. You saw nothing, bro. Bye. Fuck him up. No champion make. Is that all of them?
That's it.
Okay.
The side's clear.
Cool.
Not bad, Fraser.
I'll take a not
That was
bad
fun.
from you.
Okay.
Okay.
Where to
So
next?
there's some
Good
treasure.
question. Let's explore.
What do you suppose this place was?
Mazur?
Hard to say. A fortress?
So wait,
Not the right layout for a temple.
I'm confused. Is this the Mazur? I thought it was like a fucking RPG. This must be more ammo for this thing, right? Or do I have another gun, like another slot?
Okay, that's not it.
I saw a puzzle too.
No, this...
I saw some hole in the ground back there, like I could insert like a lever.
What? Look like a button.
Yeah, I just wanted you to have a go at something.
So yeah, so now these things are becoming levers. So how cool would it be if you had an Uncharted game, which embraced the core gameplay, insofar as having an open world where I can explore a large environment with lots of platforming, lots of enemies I can kill with stealth or shooting, and then when I finish it, I get to solve a puzzle, which unlocks treasure.
What's this?
I actually play in hard mode. I
That's
can
a
get
good
that for
sound.
free.
One of
Yeah,
the
that was my
space
concern,
just
right,
turned
Brian?
around.
I think I'd rather kill them for free than play on the mode we played on last time, which was so brutally hard. So far, it's very, very free. Very gratis. But if I bump it up to hard mode, I think it's going to be really, really hard. The last game had an issue with its difficulty where there was like only 2 speeds, right? Easy mode and fucking ball-busting mode. So what did I do here? I just clicked it and I wasn't paying attention. I was talking to Brian at the time. I have to find them all, is my thinking. Find them all and then it'll probably unlock the door. There's 5 of them, you would think. Yeah, I would like to have like a mode that's kind of like in the middle between hard mode and normal mode. But last time, boy, it was fucking savage. This game seems to be more stealth-centric, Brian. Maybe I should try to bump it to hard mode. Again, I don't know. Let's do it. I can always change it back. At this point, I can't get the trophy anyway because it's... I already started the game on easy mode, or normal mode. Okay. Restart of the current encounter. Also, you are only eligible for completion trophies for the lowest level used. No, I have to wait till I know this encounter, I guess. Play at normal, use cheat engine, and decrease your health / damage to the dicks, huh? Good idea. How do I install cheat engine, Dix? What's the trick? Yeah, so we beat the last game on hard. It was fucking savage. Oh, thanks, Nadine. It was fucking savage to beat it on hard mode last time. There's one over there. Then I played it on moderate when I got, New Game Plus, and I was kind of like, oh, this is fucking easy as shit.
Found you.
No, Dix, what is cheat engine?
Only one left.
It's like Game Shark, basically, for PS4. Because, wow, being old must suck. I fucking use Game Shark, Dix, right? You ever use Game Genie, Dix? That's what we had. I mean, it seems more aggressive on hard mode. Yeah, they hunt you hunt your ass down. But really, my problem with it was, the fact that they hunt you down harder, but also the damage was so much higher. You died like 3 shots in hard mode. It was just so hard to avoid getting shot at. And this game's, combat's designed, I feel like, for you to get shot a few times. And it's kind of hard for you to find good cover to regen your health when they're just surrounding you all the time. One up there, I see.
Last but not least.
Definitely told me it was the last one.
That should do it.
Okay.
There's the door.
Back to the big wheel thing.
Big wheel thing?
Whatever the archaeological term for it is.
Big wheel thing works.
I love how she's literally just Nathan Drake's lines, but they gave it to Chloe instead. There should be a fucking mod for the game that just replaces her voice with.
Did it? Right.
Nolan North.
Did. Oh, come on.
Looks like we're going under.
Rightio.
Going under. Who didn't see that coming? Okay, so I can grab that over there. Sick. Okay, speaking of female body, yeah. It's like my fan fiction. The gender swap.
Ah, here we go.
What do we got here?
Well, looky here.
Looky.
What are you willing to bet?
I've got hooky.
Told you it's some kind of key.
Gold star for you. Now let's see what it does.
What is it? Ancient Hoysala jigsaw puzzle?
I can change the dial and change the active dial, huh? So how do I line it up? What am I lining this part up with? I'm going to point it this way, perhaps.
Ah, of course. I'm making a trident.
Yeah, I know. Which side is the top? Oh, I think I fucked it up. Let's change it outward. That'll should go up there, huh? There we go. Game. Real brain busters.
It's good.
Oh shit.
Hello, sir.
Magic machinery.
Now what?
We cranked that soldier.
Yes, we turn this crank and see what happens.
Gotta crank one out.
Think it's safe?
You know that treasure hunting is not a good gig for the risk of us, right?
Neither is being a mercenary. Difference is when I pull the pin on a grenade, I know what's going to happen next.
My way's much more
Facts.
fun.
Facts. Alright.
Did you hear that?
You feel that?
You see that? You smell that? Whoa, shit. What did we do? We opened the sluice! My favorite word of all time.
Look at that.
Look at what? What are we doing?
Holy hell. There's a massive relief carved into the side of that mountain.
Okay.
And you were worried we were going to turn that crank and die.
Guess it's good I've got an archaeologist's daughter with me.
Aw,
Must
they're
have
gonna be
been
friends.
Fun growing up, eh?
It had its moments. I learnt a lot. Hoysala Empire
Learn
was
to kill.
kind of his thing. Took up a lot of his time, though. Me, if I go digging for treasure, I better make a buck or two.
Oh, sure. I don't take big risks without a good per day.
I imagine so. Like running an army, huh? That's a big responsibility.
Oh, they're bonding.
Second nature. It's my father's company. He retired, I took over.
Look at that. They have that in common. Nobody seems to talk about what the difficulty setting changes in UC besides health/damage. One dude on Reddit says it changes spawns, though, huh? It makes more enemies, perhaps. In the last game, maybe their AI wasn't like any more aggressive. Maybe it was just more of them, perhaps, huh? So it seemed like they were always surrounding me because there's the raw numbers.
Yeah, well, it's a conversation for another time.
I'm gonna pump it up though. Once this whole thing is over with, I didn't want to have to restart that whole encounter.
So, where to next?
That fort embedded in the mountain is worth.
I think that I feel comfortable.
And definitely that fort.
Ramping it up so far because it seems like it's more stealth centric in this game. And in that case, I might not get so many gunfights I can't fucking deal
I
with.
should have asked about the drakes before.
Dude cannon brats, I'm saying.
Not much to tell. I know Nate pretty well.
Look at this fucking sweet ass environment.
He seemed
and again, I can go there. I can go over there. I can go over to there. I can go there. I can go over there. Right? It's full of fucking temples and shit, dude. There's guys to kill and treasure to find. That's where I came from. You can see the truck I destroyed earlier. Sick. Alright, shit. Lost Legacy. I see you. I see you. No one bossed me around about where I can go and when. Again, this is one of those situations where it's interesting to talk about what makes a game linear, right? In my generation, the game was linear if it only had one ending. But I feel like it's disingenuous to say this game is linear so far because, again, I can go where I want to go and do what I want to do in any order I want. That's the definition of non-linearity, right? It's non-linear. I can go do things,
let's find a way out.
You know, whatever order I want. I can go this way or that way.
Dinner.
I brought MREs.
They have to all get done, probably. But the fact that I can, you know, choose what I do and when, that's a lot of power, and it really appeals to me. This self-motivation of, like, I see a cool thing I want to go to, I get to go there at my own time. Yeah, the game's linear. Again, it's got a linear story. Oh, shit. Gotta get up high. Some grass wouldn't go amiss either.
Ross and Fraser might still be here. Come on, show yourself.
Down there.
Thanks for marking him.
Where are you? Huh?
This guy right there, too. I'm coming out. Where is he? Also, where's some fucking grass? I'm coming out. Can I climb even higher? There's that fucker. Get choked. If you don't mind, sir. This game's camera seems kind of hard to use. You guys noticing that from watching it? I feel like it's awfully close sometimes. I wish I could swing somewhere. I want to jump on him so bad. I presume that they can't see up. That's my guess. That would make sense with the way the game's designed. Oh, I was hoping I would make that. Kind of funny how she didn't like know where she's going at first. As I approached him, it kind of auto-corrected. Good idea, Brian, but it's a little bit too late now. My plan was to do it once I got back into the open world. But you're right, it's probably a different encounter now. So I should have done it. I like how they all drop kind of cool guns compared to the last game. Like there's more variety of guns they kind of drop and kind of choose what you want based on. It kind of makes you feel more rewarded for the kill, right? Here we go. This guy's got a helmet on. That's funny. He was behind the pillar. I still marked him. Are you the last guy? I doubt it. I don't see anybody else though. There's a guy right there. Can I go up from here? No, I can go over there though. Anybody up here? Okay, who else is down there? I hear Nadine, that's her, yeah, okay. I wish I could know where she was all the time so I wouldn't be afraid to shoot somebody else. There's a fucker right there. They all got helmets back here. They're all kind of bunched together. This guy's by himself over here, though. drop straight down.
I got them.
Oh no, this is bad.
They've spotted us!
Oh god.
Go around the side.
When she won't crouch, it means she's still seen. When she's in the grass and she crouches, it means I've broken line of sight. I have a sniper rifle.
Flank.
I don't think I killed him.
Hit them from the side.
Who? Someone's over there, huh? I lost. There's one, but I don't see. Oh, I think I killed that one. Yeah, he lost his little icon. Oh shit! Oh, there's more over there. Oh, that's Nadine. Ouch! 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 It is Nadine. Look, I lost him. Whew.
We lost them.
So I can't get a stealth kill on these guys, right? I can't even rip their helmet off, I don't think. No, I can if they're stealth. Yeah, that's what it is. There's still one guy I haven't marked yet. Got an awkward pose there. Okay, get his helmet off. Now I can box him. Oh, it's still get taken. Oh, okay, that's interesting. They're able to save a lot of time making this game by just reusing a lot of 4's gameplay and guns, but added more guns that was in the multiplayer. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, they also reused a lot of the assets, of course. But, wow, I'm really enjoying it so far. Now, let me rephrase that. As of the last, half hour or so, I'm really enjoying it. This is exactly what I wanted from Uncharted, from the get-go. And then some, right? The fact that it's open world also appeals to me. I never really wanted that from Uncharted, but now that I have it, I definitely am not going to turn my nose up at it. I love me some open world, non-linear gameplay. I love Uncharted's combat and sneaking and choking. I love finding treasure. And right now, Chapter 4 is looking pretty promising in that respect. I hope it's not too short, though. I really hope there's more environments like this.
All right, we're clear.
For real this time.
You handled yourself on, all things considered.
Okay.
All things considered.
So I can holster it by doing like this.
That's
Okay, I
high
see.
praise coming
It says
from you.
graphical.
It is.
Assets seems pretty nice so far, says Brian, huh? Okay, so, there's no treasure to find that I'd found anyway. But that's not fine. That's fine. I got a thing. I did a little puzzle, which is kind of fun. I feel like I'm missing something though. That's okay. I don't need 100%. I got what I came for, which was a little puzzle. Beautiful, beautiful world. And all the more beautiful because I can explore it, at my leisure. What if I can jump down there and land in the water? I probably could. Huh? My car is back here. So I'm gonna get in my car and then I'm gonna try to change difficulty. And right now it's 1:30, guys. I'm ready to go a very short break here. Come back a little bit more Lost Legacy tonight. So I can change to that gun, huh? We started kind of late today on the stream. I don't think I want to transition to Dark Fear after all. I think I want to play more of this game. But I don't want to very short break in any case, to break things up for YouTube especially. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far too. Yeah, the intro was a drag. It really was, the quintessential Uncharted problem in the intro. But this looks very promising to me. This notion they're giving me right now of, I can have all the gameplay I want. Like it's a buffet of gameplay. That's all I ever wanted from this franchise. It's like, here's a bunch of shit you can explore, and there's guys to kill there. Let's go. That's where I came from, right? Where's my whip? Well, the reinforcement showed up. They had their own truck. That's kind of fun. This is where I came from, right? Oh, there's my car. Okay, this is core gameplay, right? At least they're making me do it. Fucking lockpicking. I mean, it's pretty boring and unrewarding. I mean, is it here so I can't do it in the middle of combat, maybe? Like, what's the point of this? There's nobody else around. What do we got? Ooh, grenade launcher. I have a sniper rifle, though? How much ammo do I have? 7 shots left. It's pretty much one-shot things. I think I'm gonna keep this. It's got more range, suits my coward play style. Whee. Okay, let's change difficulty, guys. I'm gonna go over here, break, come right back, get a slim fast in my stomach.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited, guys. Honestly, I'm really pumped about this fucking world right now. I couldn't be happier. Let's go options, game, hard. Okay, we're gonna counter. You're gonna change it. Yeah, sure. Okay, so what's it gonna do? Okay, fine. All right. So let me check my map again. I'd love to see it, Scanner. You do love to see it. So yeah, so I crossed off that area, and I got a treasure in that area. I wonder how come that spot's not crossed off. Maybe it's only partially crossed off. Is that what that slash means? Do I want to go back there and get more stuff? I'll figure that out later. But for now, let's do some more exploring, guys, after I come back from my break. I'll see you guys in a few minutes with more Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Don't go nowhere if you guys are enjoying the show. I'm enjoying it so far. This is fucking sick. It looks beautiful. Open world exploring. Guy slaying. Got the dude launcher on deck. Again, this is my problem with Uncharted 4, right? All I wanted in the open worlds was there to be guys there sometimes. All I wanted. It's not too much to ask. Got a big empty space, put some guys in there, so I have to kill them once in a while. This has been really fun. Before I get up and get my shake, though, guys, I want to thank those who make the channel possible. I stream 5 nights a week. It's really fun. I enjoy it. It's always fascinating to play with you guys and hear you guys input on games I'm ranting about. It's kind of fun to kind of share that experience of, analyzing a game and its impact on games surrounding it. Let me refresh the list of supporters through patreon.com/Vencabot and through Twitch sub. Thank you to our patrons, guys. Patreon's a good way to help the channel out, financially speaking. If you guys want to put in $1 or $2, it's a huge help. It's actually appreciated really, really, really profoundly. And you can save some money, guys. On Patreon, it takes much less of the cut of the donations. So they take about, like 15%, I think, whereas Twitch takes 50%. Oh my god. I love you guys. Thank you for your support, guys. Please, if you guys want to save some money, don't subscribe on Twitch. The Amazon Prime subs are great, guys. If you have Amazon Prime membership, you have free subs every month on Twitch. Make sure you use that somewhere, if not here. It's very much a huge help. But those that help out at the $10 tier on Twitch and the $5 tier on Twitch, I can't help but feel like I have to save some money on Patreon. Also, it's a little more friendly toward supporters insofar as I can send you guys direct links to YouTube videos and all kind of fun stuff. It's really more of a creator-focused platform. Thank you to those that help out through patreon.com/Vencabot, like John Hernandez, Katie Alpha, Mark, Remy, Syntheria, and Salty Face. Thank you to Ash, Lethal Mazera, Audrey Apples, Dick Zucker, Farhan, Zayed, Grey Gamer UK, Hubie, Jordy Hargreaves, Max, Michael Hinkle, Unix B, and Wade Local. Thank you to Brendan Williams, Chulok, Foulmill, GK Live, Good Vibe City, Juna Anan, Coolahan, Kyle Glass, Leon Madison, Mum Blues, Rage Against Arcade Machine, Ricardo Garcia, Soup Tasks the Shen, Tony Basher, and Toxic Vamp. Thank you to the young guys on Patreon. It's $1 a month. It's a huge, huge help. Thank you to Benjamin J. Harkins, Karina D. Scott, Donka, Dapper Dons, Herdberger, Android Cruz, Kaiju, and Kenfinite. Thank you again to the Twitch subs. Again, Patreon's more cost-effective, but there are those that like subscribing on Twitch because it's simpler, or because they want the emojis or the ad-free viewing, or just want to help out Twitch, man. I mean, Twitch is a pretty cool service. It's very expensive to run it. If you guys want to help out Twitch that way, it's totally understandable. Thank you to Zanzu, of course, Big Nasty, Evil the Chill, and End Crews, being Black Knight and Fearless Havels here on Twitch. That's really generous, guys. Thank you to the shady winners of the Amazon Prime free sub tier and the gift sub tier and the $5 sub tier. Thank you to Ash, Lethal, Stuffy Muffin, Audrey Apples, Balls Deep, Beastie Boy Jr., Blue Abs, Bot, Vencabot, Brother Nero FTC, Karina Dea, Cavias, Chumpe, Chulak, Circus Cancel, CPU3S, Creaky Axe, 386, D&D Dante Gameplay, Dapper Dons, Dick Sucker, Doc, 3292, Fight J Fight, First, Opus Superior Brand X, FPA Eddie, Garbage Jungle Style, Gorilla Pimp 23, Goss, Herberg, Nitio Q, J-Bomb, 1901, Jiffy Beefy, J-Motive MU, Kaiju is Dead, KD Alpha, KG the Legend, Cool Hand, Matt Choke, Mothman, FGC, Mutant Experience, Neon Riot 4, Oya Q812, Peter Steves, Praetor 51, Raging Mage Sage, Remy 0857, Zadis Kitty, Sin Theory, SSP Ultra, Stone Cold Ryan Meyer, Task Force Faust, 3 Venge, VD 4, yeah, okay, and Brain 3S, thank you guys. Thank you again for your support. That goes a long way, guys. I stream full time. When I'm not streaming, I'm working on the stream. I work really hard on this stream. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the show. And your guys' support goes a long way to make this possible for me in the future. So I think my water refilled here, guys. Get a shake in my stomach, and I'll be right back with more Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. No, come too soon!